man. Come on, Frank.
Sit still anymore. I wanna break things with my hammer. I wanna start a little war. Isn't that what this little red button here is for? I wish this song was louder. I wish this song was louder.
Thank you as always.
Well.
We know the lights on. I'm going to turn the lights on.
It's not the hottest boys of 2025. Sure as hell is. Welcome into the Cirque Du Sirois Entertainment Spectacular. Je suis Shale Sirois. Cirque Nowitzki, the guy behind the guy. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to have some fun together. When I say we, I mean every single person who's in this room and every single person that's watching along at home, on your phone, in your Nook car. Weirdest place somebody's watching this show right now. That's Cash Sirois, my only brother in the whole world. He's sitting 8 feet to my left. He's co-hosting the show this evening. Hi, Cash.
I'm so glad to be here tonight. I wish that I was fortunate enough in the set to be closer to Water Feature. I think Water Feature and I would probably get along well, get along great. But I just feel that at this point in the show, you guys have become too close to Water Feature. That I don't feel like I have the same connection and relationship with the Water Feature that you do.
Water Feature doesn't give one shit about you. And guess what? That's mostly what it whispers to us throughout the entire show. I don't want to start a show like this. Let's be nice to Cash tonight. Hey,
God almighty. Thank God. Just one time.
You started it.
Did you say be nice to Cash?
Yeah.
Well, there goes the run sheet.
Oh, well, hit the marbles.
The whole operation.
We got Dingu. Hi, Danny.
Hey. The Water Feature is relaxing, and I think it adds an element of serenity, calmness, peace to this side of the room. You look stressed.
Mm-hmm. No, man.
What is going on?
No, man.
By the way, shout out to Twitch. I'm on.
Are you on?
I'm a legal official member of Twitch now.
Did you subscribe to us with your free Amazon Prime subscription?
How do you do that?
All right, for real, we'll do that.
Let's not do that live on the show. No, man.
Why?
I'm on vacation starting tomorrow.
So you've mentally checked out already?
I mean, I'm here.
Right, physically.
But, excuse me.
You think he throws his lobster shirt on for a regular day of work?
No.
You would.
That's when he usually has a plane ticket tucked into his
You would actually
pocket.
dress as a lobster for work.
Another $75 down the drain for a 10-second joke.
This lobster shirt is about 25 years old.
Is that Tommy Bahama?
That is older than I am.
Tommy Bahama. This shirt is absolutely older than you are.
Shirt older than Madigan.
Yeah.
Hi, Madigan.
Hi, Mikey.
How are you?
Madigan Cam.
I'm good. How are y'all?
Madigan Cam.
Guys.
Look at her functional left arm.
I know.
Just waving around.
I almost lost an eye today, but other than that, doing great over
She
here.
did take a bashing in the eye today.
Walked right into a door.
We need to sponsor Madigan Cam and put something behind her that covers the paint stain.
Yeah, what is that?
It's from the chair scratching against the wall.
Right.
All of her reclining when she should be leaning forward, working harder.
I know,
But she's just
sorry.
reclining.
An interior decorating company, a housing design, a something could put like something beautiful back there that could happen in your nook, that could happen in your living room area.
We can make it better.
Prime
Cash.
real estate.
Always be selling.
Cash
Yeah, it
always
sure
be
is. That is
selling.
prime real estate.
That's what they
though.
say.
It is.
Cash
Look at that.
always be selling.
I basically am freaked out by any large open space.
Yeah.
And that to me says
Do not let this man in a field.
heritage auctions or something. I don't know what.
Didn't I tell you forever ago, like and I still have this theory, and you may be mad at me for burning it, but it's been over a decade and we haven't done anything with it yet. The untapped power of the sky.
No, here we go.
Don't people put
you've heard
messages
this?
in
Oh,
the
yeah.
sky already? I've
Again-
seen ads in the sky. Like
Okay.
planes write it out or they carry the
Sky-
banner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
proposals, marriage proposals.
Okay, but how often do you see
That's
them?
all.
Like once per year?
I mean, yeah, but if that.
And people are paying, I don't know.
When I go to the beach, I feel like coastal areas always have stuff.
They have the
in sky.
banners for
Yeah.
sure, banners, and then if there's a sporting event in town, you'll see banners and that sort of thing. But I mean, whatever people outdoor advertising, people are paying to put, I don't know, Reiner's face on a big billboard, in our case, which was very helpful, or anything. I mean, 5, 10, to 100,000. I have no idea what outdoor advertising costs, but it costs a shitload. But guess what? The sky is just sitting there, and I've looked up skywriters before, and it's not that expensive.
The sky is just sitting there.
The
That's an
sky is
excellent
always
point.
there.
It's always there, even if it's night. You know?
I mean,
Yeah.
you could, I don't want to say the Super Bowl or WrestleMania or whatever massive events at AT&T, and yes, there's airspace concerns in those. Like that might be too high of a level. But at a Mavs game, you can hire a skywriter and write whatever you want. Write Cirque Du Sirois up there. And
I
it's
like
like,
the blimps they did for Final Four in San Antonio. They did the Charles Barkley one and the Michael Jordan blimp.
did they have two separate blimps?
Mhm.
Yep.
And they traveled like all the way across Texas.
See, I didn't see that at all because blimps, a whole nother category. When
Weren't
I
you
worked
in San Antonio.
I worked at Fox Broadcasting in the PR department, right? For like American Idol and all that crap. And I had a meeting with our buddy Scott Grogan, who used to run shit. You know, it was like a big dog. That's how I got the internship there. And ultimately, when I got the Simpsons jobs, all this. And he was just brainstorming ideas. I'm like, okay, good year. Dominate the blimp game. No one else is doing blimps. We need 3 Fox blimps, FOX, smaller blimps, a little more maneuverable. It's just sitting there. The sky is always there.
So the sky is not the limit.
It's just there,
The
and it's
sky-
underutilized for advertising, and we need more advertising in our face at all times.
Well, one thing that I will say is working is our power. Is it super chats or whatever, where you pay a little something and you get your chat easy to be read?
Yeah.
And Texas Carter used that to see a big blue text that I got. It drew my attention in.
So Mike is a genius?
Nope. It says, I'm watching from the bathtub.
Okay.
So
Is he real? You think he is?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. Does it matter?
Bath bomb.
We're gonna need POV feet pics with right near the spout.
Yeah, he'll do it.
as
Yeah.
proof.
With a rickety toaster and just 2 nice slices that he's just having a nice
You know what
toast.
sounds good during
Nice.
this nice relaxing bath is some toast.
A nice toast dinner right after this bath.
Toast dinner. Enjoy your toast.
You think shark deaths or toaster bathtub deaths more annually?
Toaster bathtub
Toaster
death. There's
bathtub.
That's like
Who is pudding? There, maybe hair dryer.
No, but
Yes,
or some other appliance,
exactly.
but toaster.
No, but isn't that a suicide?
Laptop. A lot of people watch movies in the tub.
But isn't that a
Those little lap
suicide?
desks.
Okay, a lot of great questions happening here. Okay, you're saying suicides via toaster in a bathtub.
That counts as a
No,
death.
accidental.
It doesn't matter. It's not a
total number.
Shark attack is not on purpose.
I don't
Also,
think there's ever been a
accidental.
shark attack suicide.
Just pork
Just
chop.
chum myself.
Just cut
pork
myself.
Chop,
Pork chop.
pork chop vest that I made, and then
This is how I want to go.
cannonball.
Back to the earth.
Well, there's
Pork chop, man.
suicide by cop. You know, that's pretty common.
That's
Right?
very common.
Suicide by shark. Who's doing that?
How would you suicide, Danny?
How would I suicide?
That's right. You heard me.
Let's nobody suicide.
Oh God,
Ask water feature. What's the best way?
I went through a rough time in my life where I actually thought about this
Oh.
one time.
Way to go, Cash.
Yeah.
You guys are
But
the one that are
look,
killing the silence.
since-
Danny's sharing.
Since you asked, I think probably the best way to go would be the garden hose and the tailpipe. Right?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I
same
was
as
thinking
closed garage, right?
Snake it around through the passenger side window, put on Radiohead, and just drift away.
But do you need to do the hose?
The tailpipe I had in mind when you said that's how you wanted to go. I'm like, that is strange. Is that the Michael Hutchinson family?
Yeah.
I think
No, that you're right. I think that is.
But can't you just keep the garage door shut and just like? Why do you have to have the hose?
It's more concentrated that way, and it would probably.
So you want the good stuff?
It'd take less time. Yeah, yeah, and you probably catch a pretty good buzz too, right before you.
Well, if we have a suicide hotline 800 number, we can put that up, Madigan.
Please.
Sorry, let me make a graphic.
Cirque Du Sirois at gmail.com.
We want everybody healthy.
And we want you to not commit suicide.
Healthy and happy.
We're against suicide, domestic violence. We're against cancer.
Oh.
These are the things that the Cirque show. I'm sorry if I'm speaking for you guys.
Please continue.
I just feel like these are the kinds of things that we would like to make sure that you don't become a part of. Mostly because that would injure our ratings.
That's our suicide hotline. Cirque Du Sirois at gmail.com.
Okay.
Madigan's on it.
I do respond Monday through Friday.
Lightning fast. Very awkward and not the funniest topic. Have you ever? I mean, I had a long, hour-long conversation with a P1 on that.
Okay, well, that's
along those lines. I wasn't saying that that's what he is considering, but he implied it, and he asked if he could call me, and we talked a few times.
He told me this
over a week. Yeah. So yes, email us.
Is that person still with us?
Oh, it didn't work. No, he's gone.
Oh my God!
But I tried my best, but then I'm kind of like, Jesus, an hour and 4 minutes.
Still email us
sometime.
Jesus Christ!
No,
still email us because. We've maybe gotten better. We've maybe gotten better at helping you.
This is why I run the email.
Yeah,
email us anything you need, whether it's business related or anything.
My sources,
we're available.
My sources are saying that the Amazon Prime Twitch sub does work. It just takes a few extra steps. Chat GPT can walk you right through it. So, again,
our best friend.
Chat's working. Amazon Prime free subscription for Twitch, and that allows you to play freaking marbles.
Yeah,
you watch it all in one spot. You don't have to go bouncing around.
I just yelled right now. That would have probably triggered a bingo game, but
no bingo today. Our friends at Kelly Legal only handle bingo on Thursday. So if you do want to play bingo, it's a game that's interactive. And it's sort of what we say, what we do. You get your own card on your phone. It's fun. Up to 100 people can play. There you go. Bingo every Thursday right here live on CDS, brought to you by our friends at Kelly Legal. And but that's a Thursday night exclusive. But Kelly Legal is cool as hell every day of the week, Monday through
looks
the
like
following.
Both hands are yours. It's kind of funny.
That does look like Danny's other hand. So yeah, join us Thursday if you want. But Kelly Legal can take care of you if you're in a pickle, in a pinch, man. They are good folks. Aaron Kelly Legal. There's an extra E in Kelly. AaronKellyLegal.com. Real quick, let's knock out the stupid elephant in the room sitting next to Cash. The other way
to your left.
Because this effing light bright is just starting to get up my ass.
I do enjoy the fact that the light bright, and by the way, the prices have gone up, so sorry about that. But because too many letters. But our buddy Drew had
this one was hard.
He had a very pointed comment that he wanted to make sure that I'm pretty sure this is directed directly at Mike Sirois, that Coldplay is greater than radio. Actually, it says Coldplay is greater than
it's
radio.
Dark blue.
Okay, Coldplay is greater than radio he. D.
Okay.
You can tilt it forward.
I'm not even going to jump into this debate. And I don't think our average viewer or listener really wants to get into a Coldplay Radiohead conversation. But it's one of our best friends in the world.
And that's a genius use of the light bright.
Sweet Drew. And we were doing essentially the favorite band thing, and because we have fish in common, and I mentioned radio, he's like, Radiohead sucks. I'm like, okay. Whatever.
That's the proper response.
Yeah,
whatever. I did tell Cash earlier that I have a myriad of idiot friends, like so many idiot friends, but not single one of them would ever make that claim. Not one.
Thank you. Yeah, it's not even worth the fight. But he'll text me like every few days, like, Coldplay did this. Coldplay sold this many tickets. I'm like, all right, cool. And you know what? I don't even hate Coldplay. Fine. They got some jam.
I don't hate Coldplay.
The lights will guide you home. And I like the sound of that. But Radiohead is maybe the best band on planet Earth. And I don't know. Andy, you're a fool. And I love you just the same. but thank you for sponsoring the Light Bright. Prices have gone up.
Just goes to show that we can be bought.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Our asses are for sale. And I'll prove that right now because we got a brand new sponsor, baby.
Uh-oh.
No joke. Our friends at Jam Roofing have jumped on board to support this thing.
Look at it! Look at it! Yes! This is false advertising as the three ninjas on the roof.
Those are robbers.
We're not going to fix your roof. I can't be more clear about this. As much as we love Jam Roofing, we're not going to be the ones to.
Would you like a guy
I love
that
roof?
shows up with an I love roof t-shirt to fit your shit?
You trust a man that has I Love Roof in Comic Sans.
Yeah.
And he's up there.
Well, no joke. Jam Roofing is on board with us. JamDFW.com is their website. And they seem cool as hell. It's Matt and it's Jeff. They run this joint. They are 25-year veteran police officers of DFW that are now in the roofing game and have been for a long time, too. They know exactly what they're doing. And I haven't got my roof done by them. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a new relationship. I will. I promise you I will first chance I get.
You need it with that freaking tree above you.
Yeah, that might be coming down at any moment. It's not just roofs, man. They do fence painting. They can do any of that stuff. But just from the emails that we've exchanged, they seem cool as hell, and they've already said like things that I want to hear. And one of their biggest things is they avoid technical contractor terms that leave you feeling confused and taken advantage of. Like they're dudes who you could just have a beer with, and they'll explain it to you, and then do completely right by you. That's like their whole business model, at Jam Roofing. That's how they do it. So it's like concierge service. If you're intimidated by, oh shit, I got to get something done, but I don't even know where to start.
Yep.
That's exactly what they do. You make the call, and from the moment you call them, they handle everything. And they deal with the damn insurance company, which is the biggest thing. You don't have to stress any of the claims process, any of that. And I think that's a pretty cool way to, position yourself in the roofing game. And they do it at Jam Roofing, jamdfw.com. And
Yes, that's the website, jamdfw.com. They've got a special specifically for people that are followers and listeners to the show. They'll come check out your roof.
It's a roof tune-up, Cash.
Yes.
So you would call them like if you feel like there was a storm and you need to get your roof inspected. That's where it starts. I went through this not even 2 months ago.
You did?
When we had the big hailstorm and I had to get a new roof. I didn't know about Jam at the time. I do now. The thing about the roofing game, though, you don't want to just cold call somebody that you found in the phone book or a card that you got on your front door.
Yep.
You get those all the time. You need a hookup. You need a connection. That's what Cirque du Sirois is to Jam Roofing for you. And just to show how cool they are, if you think you may have an issue with your roof, call them. They'll come out, do an inspection. You may not need a new roof, but while they're there, they're going to do a full kind of like a tune-up.
Yeah,
roof tune-up. So if you got old nails because your foundation is shifted, you need to replace some rusty nails or make sure that all of your vents are attached properly.
Yep.
They'll just seal all that stuff up for you while they're there for nothing.
Yep. Knock off all the branches and leaves.
Yes,
and crap
clean up
that's
your
up there.
gutters for you.
Like literally, if you're listening to this, nothing. They would normally charge $150 or whatever for
For tune-up.
tune-up.
Yep.
They will come to your house, check your shit out, and they will handle minor things instead of telling you, oh, yeah, that's cool. That's going to be $2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally specifically for Cirque. We love them for
Cirque
jumping on
listener
board.
exclusive.
That's right.
Roof tune-up, basically free. Jam DFW is their website. Matt and Jeff are the dudes. Obviously, if you go hit them up, tell them that you heard about it here. But they're psyched to be on board with us, and obviously, we're grinding, man. We're trying to build and create new relationships, and jamdfw.com, Jam Roofing is our newest one, and we just couldn't be happier, honestly. Cool dudes. So thank you. Maybe put that, jot that thing down or put it in your phone, whatever.
Put it in your phone because the way storms are brewing and have brewed, and they're going to come back in the fall for sure. You definitely want that number in your phone. I mean, there's people that live up north of 635, like in Sherman, McKinney, Richardson, Allen, Plano, that have gotten hit, and they're like, I don't know, should I call? I don't know how bad it is. Dude, if your roof's like over 10, 12 years old and you got hit recently, you probably need to call them. Get them out to do an inspection. If there's nothing wrong with it, they're not going to try to sell you a new roof. They'll do the tune-up for you, and they'll be on their way, and then you'll get them next time when this damage is significant enough. But you want them on your team because they got a guy that used to work for an insurance company. He was an adjuster. They know how to get your cost as low as possible because I'm telling you, The way property values have gone up in DFW lately, in a lot of places, in a lot of areas, damn near doubled. Your deductible a lot of times is 2% of what your property is currently valued at. So if you live in a $400,000,
that's a guy that's been through it. Right?
Yeah, if you live in a
guy that's been through it.
$400,000 home, you could be $9,000 out of pocket. What Jam can do, they know how to work their insurance companies. You can get your deductible down probably next to nothing.
Yep. Jam DFW, and also, again, 25-year, they were cops. So if there's 3 idiot robbers on your roof with an I love roof shirt, they'll also clean them off your roof.
Jam Roofing is not Matt McLaren and John-Jacques Taylor Ducey's boner pills. And then Jam does not stand for just a million.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very kindly. For real, Jam Roofing.
Thank you.
Thanks for jumping on board. How about a little velvet rope?
What? Is that even possible to...
Step into the world of A-list celebrities like us. Nah, that'll never happen, but we'll give you a peek just beyond the velvet rope.
It's the velvet rope. It's sort of an entertainment catch-all segment where we discuss... one thing we're not even going to discuss. Brand new Running Man trailer just dropped.
Really?
One of my favorite movies of all time.
Really?
Which I realize is probably a terrible movie. But yeah, the brand new Running Man.
Who's the man?
Glenn Powell, who's in absolutely everything.
All right.
And it looks awesome.
God, the Running Man is so Mikey.
Oh my God, I love.
But Richard freaking Dawson was in it.
Yeah, and he was amazing.
Boy, that's.
I read the book too. That's a
right there.
Stephen King book. When he was, I think Richard Bachman was his pen name, or whichever one is his pen name. But new Running Man. See, we would talk about that, but we're not doing it today because we have to do a tribute to one Danny Balis, because this guy sings songs and he's been doing it for a long time. We figured he has a vault of cool ass music, funny crap, and wild stories that a lot of you may know by heart, but you may not know the truth behind, that sort of thing. So I figure we do a little The Sounds of Bailis.
Yes.
And I figure one of us should have made an open, right? For The Sounds of Bailis.
If only.
I was just going to start singing something. Unless
Are you looking for?
It sounds like you guys are producing.
If only one of
isn't quite at the
if
ready.
only someone made,
Oh no!
Start it over. Shit.
I was wondering why that was
Someone
in there.
Hello, Dark Cloud, my old friend. I've come to hear your songs again. Because listeners were sleeping while me and Danny were freaking. And his rhythms have been planted in my brain.
It's like Artie's in the room.
They still remain
Why is he singing so high?
within the sounds
Shirt.
of Balis.
Thank you. Wow.
Wow.
I don't know if we got the timing right. Hit it again.
No, it's fine.
From the top.
It's
Here we
fine.
go.
Wow. What a blessing.
That was a spectacular setup for whatever the hell you're
I
about
decided
to do.
I'm going to sing on every show. I did it last show.
2 in a row, man.
I'm willing to commit to somebody should sing on every show.
Because he wants to sing, because he's actually a pretty good singer.
No, but you're just bad.
Oh, I bet he's such a karaoke hog.
He is.
No, he's not.
He does karaoke, and he's like, turn the monitors off.
All right, starting. Hey, listen, it's happening right now. I want to point out when the avalanche is about to come down over me, and this is what it starts right then. It seems like a no big deal, and then suddenly I'm Tiny Cash.
Eureka, Tuesdays on CDS.
Damn it!
You do
Gotta
it to
be quicker than
yourself.
that.
Like the Radiohead song. You do it to yourself.
I just feel
you.
like I sat here and did nothing, and then suddenly I'm
It's because you're about to go to Bermuda or something for a month, and we're not going to see you because you're on vacation, so we're jealous.
Yeah.
Look, this is about us, not you. Don't take it personally.
You're
we're the
cool and confident
We're the ones that are
successful.
insecure and sad.
Yeah.
Sad, small, poor men.
Wimpy
Look at you.
men we are, and we project that onto you. The strength of this.
It's all we have.
Okay,
It's all
can we
got.
have it?
all right. That all sounds good.
All right.
The Sounds of Bailis, where we review a story and play a song.
Or which one did you want to do today? You wanted to do the stick?
The stick.
The stick.
Most ticket listeners remember
Yeah.
your random ass story, and I would say not a challenge to do it verbatim, but just retell the story that was the source material for the song.
I
we'll
love
hear
this. I'm so
momentarily.
glad we're doing this.
There are some ticket listeners that might think, hey, why are you guys just rehashing shit that you did from the ticket 15 years ago?
Isn't it fucking funny?
Yeah, why don't you come up with something fresh and new? But look, one thing that we did learn when we worked at 97.1, it's hard for me to say the name of that station because I just didn't ever like it. But we learned that people had never heard of us. So there's probably a good amount of people that have never heard this story before that ended up turning into one of my most brilliant compositions to date.
Oh,
Like he's legit proud of what we're going to hear here in a few minutes.
This is about the song. The story is stupid, but it happened. And I lived in Memphis, Tennessee when I was a little kid. Mm-hmm. My father was a cop there. He did not go on to open a successful roofing company. No. But he was a police officer in Memphis for the number of years that we lived there. I went to kindergarten, first grade, and I think we moved after that. But it's that era of my life is some of my most fondest of when it comes to memories.
what were your ages roughly?
4, 5, and 6.
Oh, so it's your first
real cognizant memories. But our family was still together. We had a cool little house in a beautiful old school neighborhood in northwest Memphis, and it was my first memories of school, like kindergarten, first grade. And a lot of my classmates lived in my neighborhood. Like I could walk to school every day. I did. So I lived on the street called Pamela Drive, and one of the girls that I went to kindergarten and first grade with lived across the street from me, and she was beautiful. Like to me, when I was a little kid, she was like, I wanted her to be my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And you're,
Sure.
5, 6-year-old.
Same age?
Yeah. We were in
okay.
the same class.
Oh, yeah. So she's the dreamboat.
Yeah, she was a dreamboat. So me and my friend, they all start like that. All right, so a friend of mine and myself were hanging out at my house, either with boxing gloves on or we were playing Army Men or something. But Laura, the girl that lived across the street, said, hey, why don't you guys come over to my backyard? And we're like, okay, we're all friends, no big deal.
I don't want to beat you down.
Yeah, please.
But I you've told the story before. I know the story, but I just want to add any color we can.
Please.
So Laura lived right across the street from you,
Directly across the street.
and your
from
friend
me.
was at your house.
Yeah, he was hanging out at my place.
And you were in the front yard with boxing gloves on.
It's a very good possibility that he and I were boxing in my front yard.
Just having fun and doing a little
It
boxing.
sounds like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah,
Very Napoleon.
my father was old school, still is. I mean, the man turns 92
Your dad?
this month. Yeah, he turns 92 this
Hell
month.
yeah.
Can we have him on?
Yeah.
Would he do it?
Lucid as fuck. Yeah, I think he might. I think he actually might. I don't know if he knows to operate Discord, but we can probably try. My dad came up with the brilliant idea that if I ever had disagreements with friends in my neighborhood,
boxing.
boxing.
Okay.
No, that's
So we had two.
Well, that
sets.
is not now.
like 1970 or something like that. Is
74.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I had 2 sets of boxing gloves. So if me and my friends ever got into a dispute, my dad was on the spot. All right, let's settle this like
Let's
men.
go.
Like he just wanted to look.
Gamble
him and his
and have a
buddies over there
cigar
placing
out.
bets and shit, trying to make money
My
with
son will lick your son.
opening up cans of Schlitz with an old can opener, watching me.
I can
get
see
the
the fold-out
shit beat out of
chair
me.
that
Yes.
like the meme throws the
100%.
chairs out.
Yes.
So, to your knowledge, you were boxing, screwing around your front yard,
Screwing
and then
around.
you hear a yoo-hoo from across the way.
Yeah. Danny, Raymond, why don't y'all come over here in my backyard? So we were like, okay, we like Laura. I mean, Laura's like, hubba. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, let's go. We get to the boxing gloves, go across the street. She invites us to the backyard, and we're all just kind of standing around there, looking at each other, maybe talking the way kindergartners do. And all of a sudden, she says, watch this. And Raymond and I are standing there, and Laura is standing in front of us, and she's wearing a little kid's dress, little girl's dress, and she lifts up her dress, squats, and poops right in front of us.
Watch this.
Okay. How far away from her
Mom likes
were
that
you?
one.
Were you and Ray?
From me to your mother.
Okay, Vita's here, by the way. What
Yeah.
a perfect day for her to come in,
Aren't you glad you showed up?
see what this show's all about.
But this is normal little kid shit. right?
That's 100%
Right?
true.
I mean, there's nothing
So
uncommon
you're
about that.
10 feet away
Yeah, if that. 8.
in her backyard.
Uh-huh.
Watch this.
Yeah, watch this.
Was she facing away from you or toward you?
Looking right at us.
Eye contact.
Well, were you impressed?
Staring at...
Excellent question.
I don't know if we were in shock. I don't know if we were surprised. I don't know if I found her more or less attractive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how it if it had any impact on me psychologically growing up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
I don't know.
100%.
We're talking
yes.
about it like 40 years later.
But when
Your recollection is her just saying, "Watch this."
Watch this.
There was never any give you the option. What's about to happen? Anything?
No, there were no
She didn't
choices.
Slide a
offered.
menu over.
No. We
One,
did
2,
not,
or 3.
Just watch this.
we did not order take a shit off the a la carte section.
I'll
This
have the
sounds
number 2,
nice.
please.
Oh, the number 2, please.
But there she is.
Madigan.
There she is. Put the
Thank
camera on.
you.
Get your
Still,
camera
number
on.
36.
Oh, number 36.
Love number
Blushing.
36. She's a star. But after it happened, there were few words spoken, but I do remember us all standing around
Few words spoken.
standing around it.
Yeah.
And we all just kind of hovered
It.
over it and looked at it. And Raymond reached down and grabbed a stick and just poked it. He just started poking it. Poked her poop.
Yep.
What was he hoping to achieve, do you think?
We were kids.
Just liven
Right.
it up a
Stupid.
little.
Is it the
Stupid
solid?
kids.
Is the stick going to go through it? Like,
Yeah,
what's he?
okay. You're checking.
Right.
I imagine in Raymond's head, he was probably thinking,
Well, okay.
Is it going to move?
how firm is it going to, yeah.
We all had dogs in the neighborhood, so it wasn't uncommon to, and it was
Yeah.
back in the day, but there was no such thing as a poop bag in 1974.
I will say that you don't get
no.
to.
Just shit in the yard and everybody just deals with it.
Nobody ever
interesting.
lives to experience
But when you
dealing with the human.
That's
poop.
the thing. We've seen dog crap.
We
but
picked that right
maybe
up.
That was what was interesting is like, how is this different than
Yeah.
what Skipper does?
Yeah.
This was actually a learning thing.
Good old Skipper.
Also,
R.I.P.
incredible point. Oh, Skipper passed away. He's not with us anymore.
This was in 1974, Mike. Yeah, Skipper's been gone a long ass time.
An interesting point, though, is that so you're saying from the beginning of time until probably like the year 1992, every dog just shit and nobody worried
Yes.
about it.
Right.
And now, goddamn, if I see their dog shit on my front,
Gonna pick that up, Skipper.
And you and
That's
I are so
amazing.
bad about this when we walk our dogs and our dog goes into somebody's yard. We're immediately bag out,
Oh,
carrying
dude.
it, showing the bag to
I'm putting
whoever
on a
might be
full
peering,
performance,
peering through the window, waving it.
a full performance,
Yes.
fully intend to grab this.
Customized
Yes.
bags.
Even
This
worse,
shit was picked up.
I've told you this.
Bayless.
I've run out of bags, and then the dog shits, and I put on the biggest mime routine where I'm like, oh, I don't have a bag, but I'll go get one. I'll come back. Like I put this whole show on,
Same.
and then I will.
Yeah.
I'll walk Simon back, and then get in my Jeep and drive.
Yes.
Drive there, and then pick it up, and then be
Yes.
like, yeah, see, I said I was going to get it. No one's watching.
Or they are, dude. Their neighbors are watching more than you realize.
Yeah, probably so.
they really are. So the performative aspect of the whole
stop
charade,
it.
I can't either. I think I'm gonna. If
Yes.
you can see me,
Yeah.
I'm coming back to pick this up.
Peace.
5 minutes.
I mean, peace.
5 minutes.
I shall return.
Yeah. So I think that could have been it. We just, this is different than what the dog does.
So Raymond
let's just-
poked it.
yeah, Raymond
You
poked it.
don't recall any words? Did you don't recall her
No.
proudly?
I think we all kind of laughed. We thought it was funny.
Yeah.
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 Great
Yeah.
boy humor, but shocking from a girl.
That is one.
But it was the girl that
from
did
Hot
it.
Laura.
I know. That's
So
what I'm saying. That's
wild.
why it's so shocking.
Yeah.
That is
Like
the
if-
one part of this. Go
Well,
ahead.
Timmy did it. It'd be way funnier.
It's odd that you don't remember a single smidge of her after that. Like she performed
Yeah.
for you guys.
She
Yeah.
peaked.
She did her thing,
Yeah.
and then you can just imagine her just going, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
she
And now look
really-
at them; they are transfixed.
Just like, look at my man.
She really had to get that out of her system in probably more ways than one.
Okay.
okay, you.
And then Raymond poked it with a stick.
Yeah, Raymond DeShazer.
And then in your Raymond DeShazer.
give him his credit, Mike.
And then that's the story ends in your head, or is there?
Yeah, I think we went back to boxing after
Went
that.
back and
Yeah.
settled it.
Yeah, my dad was
Front yard.
hollering, "Where the hell are you?"
And do you remember talking about it at any point
We
afterward?
went to
or
school. Yeah, this is
talking to
all-
Laura about it.
No, it never came up again.
Did you ever
Never
consider proposing to her almost immediately?
Funny you ask.
I think that I have when we started talking. I don't know. We did the story on the ticket years ago, and I think at that time I thought of her. Obviously, I hadn't thought about her in ages. I looked to see, did a Google search, Memphis, Tennessee, Laura, and her
Images.
last name. I don't want to give that, but we tried Pamela Drive, the street that I lived on, just try to figure out maybe she's in the neighborhood, but I couldn't really find anything
find
of note. probably married and
What's her name? Laura?
little poop kids of her own.
Little
these
poop
days.
babies
Yeah.
running
little
around.
stinkers.
Tiny little babies.
Oh, gosh.
Do you think
Good
she?
Lord.
I know, I'm on fire
Good
today.
Little stinkers.
Do you think that this was, kind of maybe her thing? Maybe she.
Still?
I don't know. Maybe she did that several times in her
You can
life.
get paid a
Oh, yeah.
lot of money for that.
Oh,
As
I
an
don't even want
adult,
to get
yeah.
into the
Especially in
OnlyFans.
Dubai.
I mean,
Dubai,
we got
right on the chest.
Dubai,
$500,000.
Jesus, why do you know these things?
The internet, Daniel.
$500,000.
No, I'm for real. Girls will make TikToks telling their experience. Like,
Their mother is here. We don't talk about those.
try
No.
to plug your ears.
We have to pretend
$500,000
she's
on their chest.
Oh, I'm in. There's nothing I won't do for money these days.
I don't know if it's
Trust me.
their
Try
daughter.
me.
Anyone.
Well, it left an important mark on you, and it turned into one of the iconic, like, Danny stories
Yeah, no.
on the ticket,
it's
which you don't... All
pulled and it's replayed over and over and over. Probably to this day, they're still using it for all I know.
right.
But so we did White Elephant one year, and I'm scrambling to come up with content for White Elephant. I think we're on with George and Gordon, so I'm in there with some heavy hitters.
Yep.
And so I came up with the idea, I'll just write a song about this. And I sat down over the weekend and okay, the thing is, this is kind of one of my favorite compositions I've ever done. I think this song is actually really kind of a good tune. If you think back to Toto and Ambrosia and Steely Dan, that kind of early mid 70s era of pop yachty rock,
Yeah.
yacht rock is what they'll call it. But I wrote a song, and it's called I Poked Her Poop with a Stick. And I think we have that. I pulled that from the archives, and I guess that's the only reason we're doing this.
Let's
When
enjoy.
she made mud.
Oh,
by
that's it.
Danny
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Balis.
when she made mud.
Here we go.
Did you look in the mirror?
Oh, shit. Sorry.
You're good.
Literally.
For real.
Danny just...
I laugh at the setup. It's like when you go to a,
Yes, he does
a
a
stand-up
long
comic.
setup.
It's like
already laughing?
Yeah.
Tense.
All right, here we go.
No.
Nope.
Let's
Not yet.
wind it up. Oh,
Woke up Sunday morning to do a little boxing with my friend. He was 10 and I was 5. There was no way I could win. Then the girl across the street invited us to her house to play. Her hair was long, but there was something wrong with what she showed us both that day. Yeah, we poked her poop with a stick, but we never really felt that sick. As I looked into her eyes, I watched it fall from between her thighs. Yeah, we poked her poop with a stick.
It sounds so beautiful.
It hit the ground like a brick, and I knew I was in love. When she made mud,
I fell in love.
He knew he was in love.
I knew. It's so romantic.
It's beautiful.
Dramatic.
she walked us to the side yard, and we stood right there and stared. Then she lifted up her skirt and removed her underwear. She made a funny face, then smiled and counted down from 3. And then it appeared from her rear. It was looking right through me. So we poked her poop with a stick, a little kindergartner's trick. As we looked into her eyes, we watched it fall from between her thighs. We poked her poop with a stick,
The layering.
I know.
hit the ground like a brick,
3-part harmony.
and I knew I was in love.
You ready for an emotional bridge?
She made mud. There's nothing we can do. There was nothing to say. The best course of action was to just walk away. Now I'm haunted by the image of a tiny brown turd. That's why we vowed to never say a word.
It's magical.
We vowed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Alright. Yeah, we poked her poop with a stick. Now I'm feeling just a little bit sick. Cause I looked into her eyes and I watched it fall from between her thighs. We poked her poop with a stick. It hit the ground like a brick. And I knew I was in love.
Oh, the outro.
When she made mud, make mud with me, make mud,
With me.
so much mud. Oh yeah.
The xylophone.
So superfluous. Like,
Guns N' Roses piano ending.
like if that had
Yes.
real lyrics and came out with when
you'd be a
seals and
millionaire.
Crocs were big.
Millionaire right
It'd be
now.
like that one-hit wonder
Yep.
from 1973.
Jesus, that's funny.
So stupid.
That was White Elephant?
Yeah.
I thought that was with us at the new thing, no?
No. That
idea.
was that because I'll never forget George just losing
Really?
and Gordon being like, "Yeah, that's pretty good."
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with
Back to me.
I'm struggling with listening to it and thinking about people listening tomorrow and not
Yeah.
wanting to laugh over it. I moved my mic.
Oh,
because
yeah,
of that,
yeah.
because I'm like, okay, so
I
now,
get that.
I remember that.
Shit. Can you imagine replaying it the next day on the hard line and with Corby?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just the fucking seagull flying over the entire time.
$1 million laugh. God, that's fucking funny. though.
Priceless.
My favorite lightning. I told you this before. Danny had to do either tickers or something on White Elephant, and I just remember he did like what the ticker part was kind of legit. He's like, "This ticker brought to you by," and he had made up sponsors, and one of them was, "This ticker brought to you by spleen." Spleen is important, and then like read the Wikipedia of what spleen does. I just remember. I mean, I loved you before that. I'm like, God damn it, that is what we need. Brought to you by spleen.
Not your spleen.
No, just
The spleen.
spleen.
like big spleen
yeah,
bought that spot.
Yes, yeah, like Big Pharma. It's just spleen.
Just spleen. All right.
That's
But
what
I don't
Mike
want to. I don't want to produce on the fly. But
go ahead.
Like when we were talking before we even started this thing about how we all have pasts and weird shit that we've done, and to me, I want to like create. I would either love to see like pictures of you and maybe what this person might look like, and have a montage for when we play music like that, because that's where my mind was going. I'm imagining you guys as kids. I was
You were making the music video in your
Yes,
head.
yes.
Can
Yeah.
AI handle that?
I'm sure, and that might just be a whole holy shit thing.
Right.
You might have to pay for the subscription model of AI to get that to happen.
But you are putting in so much information and the vibe of the music. I think AI might have a day.
I love that you try to find her because that's what I was thinking.
I
It's like,
swear to
we have
God.
find her. We have to get her on.
I wonder if she's even where would she be now?
I still been doing that. She's just single and hot, and then you end up magically together.
Yeah.
You wrote, "That's the moment you fell in love."
We danced to that tune
At your wedding. At your wedding. Just not a dry eye. All right. Well, that's the first of what I think will be a lot of the Sounds of
yes.
Bailis, because the songs are effing amazing and moronic, respectfully,
Absurd.
and they're awesome. Let's do some sports real quick. What say you?
Gunk.
Here's more Danny tunes.
Kind of sounds like "Them Bones" by Alice in Chains.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Dingu cards would be filling up fast tonight if we were playing,
Really?
according to chat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to make a new Bingu card because again, Cash is on vacation
Oh, yeah.
to Ibiza or wherever the hell he's going, and we
Did you say Ibiza?
Ibiza.
Ibiza.
I don't.
I pronounce it like a native
Interesting
'Cause
way to pronounce Florida Keys.
because I'm a cultured man. And for those who care or appreciated
We got
Our-
a reunion.
Gluten-free Ibiza.
our version of the downbeat, we're gonna have one Kevin Turner in with us on Thursday.
Woohoo!
KT Fun Tweets
Kevio.
will join us, and we'll have a little old school fun with old Kev. All right, so sports. I think we have two things we want to get to, but the first I think is sort of an anniversary that around here, at least in media land, and specifically for Cash, because he was boots on the ground right in front of the whole thing that happened. A very significant anniversary was just a day or two ago.
Am I talking or video first?
I just threw it to you, man.
All right.
You handle it from here.
No. So Kenny. So this is 20 years ago. Yesterday.
2 days ago.
20 years ago.
The 29th is when it happened in
Right.
2005.
So Texas Rangers pitcher Kenny Rogers. All you kids, Google that.
Already did.
There was I guarantee you did. I mean,
Look, you'll know him because he threw a perfect game for the Texas Rangers.
Yeah.
Rusty Greer caught the final out. It was an iconic moment, like one of, less than a dozen perfect games that have been thrown in the history? I don't know.
It's like my best friend Ken Griffey Jr.
That's right.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
a very short list, and it happened here with your Texas Rangers.
So
But that said, if you okay, perfect. I do remember that. But if you say Kenny Rogers, that I think is the first thing I think of.
It's the second, probably.
After a perfect game.
Yeah. That was a big
I
deal,
guess
man.
for me, it's because what he's about to say.
Yeah.
It's first because he was there.
So this was 2005. 2005.
Yep.
Kenny Rogers was a pitcher for the Texas Rangers. And by the way, I when you guys talked about putting this on here, I started looking it up because it was a time where a professional sportsman attacked the media and
Physically.
And when we were an hour and a half ago, I was going through stuff. I'm like, if something like that happened right now, it would be incredible news.
It was incredible news at the time.
I know, but like it would be so much bigger now. And now, as an older person looking back on it, when we're about to tell the story, the guy was going through shit. Like he was clearly losing his mind because of things going on and how you handle things and how things catch fire and whatever. Anyway, he's a pitcher for the Texas Rangers. By the way, he was 9-3 at the time and led the American League in ERA.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, stud.
He was great.
Yeah, the story was at the time he had a problem in spring training where he wanted a new contract and the team didn't want to give it to him. And he had some emotional things going on inside of him. And so what happened was he left a game and he punched a water cooler with his off-pitching hand. He's a lefty.
Twin.
He was sort of.
Same. Triplet.
He was freaking out, and basically he stopped talking to the press all season long.
Yeah.
And when he had this bad outing, he didn't show up for the press. And what it does is, this is, an interesting, mental practice to go through, is how to handle the press. You can't pretend like it's not happening. And that's what he tried to do.
Well, he was having problems with his finger, I believe, on his pitching hand around that time.
Yep.
And he wouldn't address it. Like, they would ask questions, and he would just dismiss it or avoid it altogether or come back with a smart-ass answer. So there was, and what happens when you don't address something, then the media tends to speculate.
Yeah, it gets bigger.
And you kind of get on their bad side, and they will passive-aggressively go after you.
And again, before the season even started, he's already treating the press like an enemy, and he's got the problem with the front office.
Well, he also had an acrimonious relationship with the media.
You're right.
Historically through his career. He
You're right.
was kind of a horse's ass to the media. So you combine all those three elements together, and it kind of created the perfect storm. So what were you even doing there? What was the context of this? Was pregame?
So this is July 29th, 2005. And because of all of these situations rolling into one thing, and him not talking after he had this broken pinky incident, had a bad outing or whatever.
That's not the spaghetti incident.
That was just you.
That was Thursday.
Okay, that was not today.
We got to practice on our laying out, people.
That was not today. You're talking about the broken finger incident.
There's some very famous video of all of the press waiting on the field as these guys came out to like warm up,
right?
Batting practice. I mean,
that was normal shit.
Yes. And Kenny Rogers comes out of the tunnel as all of us. So at the time, I think I was with WB. I think I was with KDF. One of my first TV jobs. I'm a sports reporter. I'm with a photographer. And I was standing right behind Dave Mamley, who was one of the 2 photographers who were assaulted on that day.
That's right.
And I'm at the top of the dugout steps, and Kenny Rogers is worked up. I distinctly remember him walking out, and he's already talking. And as soon as he walks out of the tunnel and sees all the cameras,
and they're all there for him.
Yes, everybody knows what's going on. So it's this, it's like a fight with your wife or whatever. When you don't talk about it, it just gets worse and worse and worse. And
is that happening with you right now?
No, everything's cool, man.
Okay,
just she put a giant video camera in your face.
I'm trying to connect
Mary,
with
you
the
can text me
listener
if you need
/
the
viewer.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Making sure you're not.
See how quickly this happens?
Team
Again,
Mary.
It's happening right now. It's
Mary,
happening
we're
right
here
now.
for you.
It's happening right now. So Kenny Rogers comes out and immediately says something along the lines of, this is what I meant. Get these cameras out of my face. And he pushed Dave you're going to see some video. The first camera that he pushes back actually was pushed back and hit me in the shoulder. I was standing right behind David Mamley on the field at Old Texas.
And this is 2005, so these are big-ass cameras.
Yeah. Yes.
This ain't like it is now.
Expensive, too.
Yeah.
And that shoulder still really hurts, right?
Well, no, it's the Golden Gun, so it's fine.
Because Aaron Kelly Legal might be able to help us out a little bit.
I think statute of limitations are out on this thing. But the point is that for you that are watching and listening right now that have no idea what we're talking about, we'll add some color to the story. But this is a player walking out on the field and basically assaulting the press.
Under the heading of snap judgment, that's Texas Rangers pitcher Kenny Rogers, who snapped yesterday during the team's pregame stretch, shoving one camera out of his way and knocking him down before making a beeline for another, pulling the camera right off his shoulder, then getting one last kick in. The first cameraman had to be taken to the hospital, but was released with some aches and pains. The second was all right. Clearly, this Rogers didn't know when to hold him or fold him, which will likely cost him a suspension.
I think there's
Team
cash
owner
in the
Tom Hicks
dugout.
concedes
No?
the pitcher
No, it's
has
not
a
you.
short fuse dealing with the media.
The little fat guy. I thought
that John Blake?
I thought was you.
I don't know if that's me or not.
Were you the little fat guy in the back?
Under the heading of snap judgment, will likely cost him a suspension. Team owner Tom Hicks.
One of the
concedes
round
the
fat
pitcher
people
has
in the
a
back?
short
Was that
fuse
you?
dealing with the
237.
media.
That you? 237?
Is that John Blake right there?
No,
That's Cash.
that could
That's
be.
not Cash.
I don't
That's not
think that's me.
No.
Do you wear peach sometimes?
I wear, Easter colors sometimes, or lobsters.
Pastels.
So they said, okay, I remember that shit. That was wild.
I think it's different now than it was back then. That was such a huge news story, and we were on that every day because there was what was the other photographer's name?
Dave Mamley and Larry.
Larry Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Larry sued him. I don't know if he ever got any money.
I think there was some
from
legal,
Kenny.
absolutely, and he was taken to the hospital, and
Evaluated. Yeah.
I got
My neck
shoulder-
and my neck and my back.
Yeah.
My neck and my back.
So who knows?
Oh, baby, it
Got
hurts.
the neck brace on.
Oh, yeah,
all
like-
the way through trial,
like Bobby the Brain
the Brady
Heenan.
Bunch. What were you gonna say? Was that what you were gonna say? The Brady Bunch episode?
No, like Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Oh yeah.
After
Full net.
the next morning. Oh my God,
Andy Kaufman.
dude.
Yes.
100%.
So, but he lost it,
Yeah.
And so I actually am looking back at this today when I'm looking at it, and I'm feeling empathy for a guy that was going through shit and didn't know how to deal and freaked the F out. And
Which is kind of weird for a veteran like that too.
You're right.
Again,
And
around.
like a,
So again, he's 40 years old. He's actually leading the AL in ERA. Like
Yep.
I said, 9-3 record. He's freaking playing great. but he didn't get his contract, and he's got a problem with there's some great quotes. The general manager, John Hart, at the time said, Kenny's having anger issues right now. I don't know what's going on inside. We're responding to something that's very unusual. Like, they had a guy that was off the rails a little bit, didn't know how to handle it. They didn't know how to handle it. And then he attacked the press. And it was a big deal. And then he got 20 game suspension?
20 game suspension, $50,000 fine, I believe. He got traded later that year to the Tigers, who then subsequently in 2006, they had a really pretty good run, I believe. That's not the year they didn't win the World Series in 2006.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
But they had a really good run, and Kenny was outstanding that season.
Yeah. No, he was an old crafty vet that just could absolutely
He got people
have
out.
a night.
Yeah,
have
he
a
could
night.
locate.
It's like Sid Fernandez.
Inside joke.
Yep.
Hart also said his comment to me was, I didn't handle it right. I'm frustrated. My integrity and toughness is being called into question. So the blister problem, the fact that he
Contract
punched
issues.
something with it,
Yeah.
contract issues, it all blew up. The 40-year-old left-hander first shoved Fox Sports Net photographer Dave Mamley, telling him, I told you to get those cameras out of my face. Like, now let's just back up for a second. The media is there. They're not somewhere they're not supposed to be.
You knew they were going to be there when you walked out of the tunnel. And it's also late June. It's not even like
Right.
we're not even at a special day. This is just a regular ass day. Yes, it's coming off a bad performance out of you. He had a hissy fit.
He had a hissy fit.
And Dave Mamley's friends of ours. And I love that's talk about cool MFers in the history of Dallas media. Dave Mamley is on that list. Like, I don't know if you've ever crossed paths with him.
Maybe.
He is a chill, cool dude who, it's funny now, probably would tell us everything, but I think I joke about my neck and my back. Those fucking things are heavy as hell, and you're going to wrench my ass up when I'm just, in a locked position. I mean, I can see how that.
And
that
the thing with
and you're trying to protect a $50,000, $20,000, $100,000 can, whatever all this equipment cost back then.
And the
You're not going to let it go.
No,
Yeah.
and you're locked into it too.
let's run the video one more time if you can, Madigan,
Let's look
because
at-
you'll notice that when he pulls the camera off of Larry, another player kind of elbows him, and then Larry's like, okay, you got it out of you. He picks the camera back up and he gets more business. And I think that is when, injuries might have happened.
Heading of snap judgment, that's Texas Rangers pitcher Kenny Rogers, who snapped yesterday during the team's pregame stretch, shoving one camera out
Look
of
at
his
that.
way
I
and
mean, that's
knocking him
bad.
down.
Now he
before
picks it
making a
up.
beeline for
Now he pulls it down
pulling the
again.
Camera right off his shoulder, then getting one last
Right here.
kick in. The first
Yeah, see that
camera
right there?
had to be
His
taken
wrist
off,
is-
but
he
was
kicked
released
it.
And then
to
kicked the
make some
camera.
gains.
Yes.
The second was all right. Clearly, this
And then he
one
went looking for other
Yes.
camera people that are still shooting, and it's just like he's on a rampage.
He was
He's
hunting.
lost it.
Yeah.
He was hunting.
He went for Fitz, but Fitz is a black belt.
Shout out that teammate that pushed him into the dugout.
Okay.
He would not have
And
gone
other
there on his
players-
own.
But no, hardly any other of the teammates really got involved because he was probably Alpha Dog or Dick, old man Dick in
Well,
the clubhouse.
there's also a shock factor that's so unexpected.
Yeah.
You would go like a vicious attack dog after a cameraman.
Right.
He's not the guy interviewing you. He's just doing his job. And you went after two of them. I bet the players were just absolutely
Like,
in
what
shock.
the fuck's he
They
doing?
didn't know how to respond.
But you know what? The other side of it is I can imagine being so effing sick of you people.
Yeah.
yes.
And baseball
Like
players.
I walk out on the field
you wanna get
and
rid of
it's
that segment?
fucking you in my face. Like I can see how that builds up in your own head, even when you're in the back, in the clubhouse at home, and then you just explode. I mean, I'm not justifying those actions at all, and we know the dudes who are holding the cameras. Like that makes it a little different, but I can just see how it'd be like, F you all, and being someone who's angry maybe or has this boiling anger in you, it comes out like that. I'm not backing up Kenny Rogers,
but just do the math.
I can be so fucking sick of that.
Baseball players have to deal. It's a longer season. They have to deal with that more than any other sport. Those media people are there every day, all the time, talking about the little thing that happened. And I think that it's just psychologically more difficult to deal with baseball media than any other sport.
It doesn't have to be, though. It depends on the personality type, for sure.
Most players don't assault people. Yeah. So, yeah.
Never heard of that happening before or after.
Yeah. And I'm just fascinated by the fact that he was so worked up and he was just like, hell with it. I told you guys to get these cameras out of here.
What?
Like, there's just, I almost have empathy
Get
for
these
him.
bats out of here, too. I hate these bats.
Bases.
All
Too
this
many-
oxygen.
Too many bases laying
Get
around.
this guy out of here.
Get him
Didn't
out of
even
here.
know they had metal bats till I got here. Get them out of here.
Yeah, baseball's weird. I used to have to catch audio. I don't know if you ever did.
A little bit.
There's so many
barely.
fucking games, and it's like then you go up and like, "Oh, what happened today? You went 1 for 5. You know, you grounded out on that big at bat. And it's like, I don't fucking know. We do this all day, every day. This is all we do.
Yeah.
But I will say I've never seen a hairier ass in my life than Eric Gagne,
Boy, that's out of left field.
who closed for the Rangers for a while. It was a stud closer for, I think, the Blue Jays forever. Canadian. Hairy ass. All right, real quick. Could we show this trailer? Yeah?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so this just dropped today. Netflix. We've seen little teasers for a while. I don't even know what it's called.
We've been
America's-
hearing about this being in the
Oh.
making for ages.
Yeah.
Cowboys thing.
Have you seen the trailer yet?
Nope.
This is the one that I believe has the cosign of Jera.
Not the Running Man one. 1 second, I pulled up the wrong one.
Yeah, this is the documentary series Netflix is dropping up some late August, I think, August 8th.
Yeah, the day will be at the end. But basically about, I think about Jerry's purchase of the Cowboys
Yep.
and then the 90s Cowboys and all the mayhem that that was involved in that. And I mean, it's just so, frankly, 2025, like maybe it wasn't Jerry signing on to it or other people agreeing to do it, but how the hell long with all the sports docs and 30 for 30s that we have?
Well, you'll see the access that they got is everybody. It's pretty much everybody.
Pumped up.
Yeah, I'm stoked, man.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
There you go.
God, I hope the audio works.
50-50. No.
Ay.
Ay, Dios mío.
Stick with me, team.
We believe in you. You told like 3 great jokes today already.
Thank you. Thank you.
You got good credit around here.
Trying my best out here.
I'm psyched for this. America's team, the Gambler and his Cowboys.
That's work either. Okay.
But you know that
plus.
it's going to be incredibly self-serving. It's going to be,
Because he agreed.
yeah, I mean, it's going to be so much of the...
It's called The Gambler and his Cowboys. You're right. It's probably the Jerry Jones
Yes.
story, which
Yep.
is an awesome story. Like
It
we all
is.
hate Jerry or mad
No,
at Jerry.
no.
But the story of him buying this.
He has built the biggest franchise in all of sports.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I will give him credit to the end of time because, dude, it's really, really hard. It's odd that the Cowboys star, the Cowboys logo, the brand, everything that we consider to be so huge was in dire financial trouble.
Yeah, that's
losing
weird.
$1 million a month. They had a shitty stadium. They couldn't win. They got rid of their head coach, Tom Landry, who is one of the top 5 winningest coaches of all time, and definitely one of the Mount Rushmore, head coaches in the sport. They were a mess. They were an absolute
I wonder what
freaking mess.
And they may have been high on this list. I don't know. But NFL team valuation in, was it 89 or 88? The year that, 89, the year that Jerry bought them.
Mm-hmm.
What would you, I don't know. I mean, I
think he paid 300 and...
No, I know, but I mean, compared to other teams, because now they're head and shoulders the most valuable, and they may have been near the top of
Probably
that.
still near the top. I mean, they were still riding the America's team high,
Yeah.
even though they were pretty poor through in the better part of the 80s.
Yeah.
But I bet they were valued,
Maybe like Giants,
very
Redskins.
competitively.
Doesn't matter. They sold for that.
No, yeah, I know.
You know what
but
I'm
I just
saying?
mean the proportionate value that they are now
Sure.
compared to the other teams is a tribute to F and Jerry, the
Well,
business.
it's exponentially higher.
Well, I
Yeah.
heard that that Austin just went in for a
Stone Cold Steve Austin?
nope. Oh God, what's a new team that comes up?
Gabby
I don't know
Carter,
where-
she's from Austin.
No, please help me. Please
Gabby
help me.
Carter.
right,
Pictures of
Cassius.
Gabby Carter. Is that what you're thinking about?
A new team that comes out of nowhere is an expansion team. Thank you for nobody helping me.
We tried to help you.
Expansion
You
team-
said Gabby Carter.
An NHL expansion team. They've offered $2 billion as payment to do a new hockey team. Now, that's how things have changed. This was $387 million, 300 and whatever the hell it
And they're
was.
paying $2
and that
billion?
included Texas Stadium at the time and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And all the credit
the
cards
land.
and whatever. And the fact that they turned this into the single
Yeah.
most incredible and most financially successful franchise in all of professional sports in the world, including EPL teams.
Yeah, amazing.
So he deserves his flowers, but win me an effing NFC
Goddamn
championship.
Super Bowl.
Incredible 3.5-minute vamp right there.
Thank
I
you.
know.
Any luck?
So, fingers crossed again. Let's try this. Baby.
Go full screen.
To a
Screen that
championship
B.
is
It
never
won't let
paid.
me.
Just leave it.
Oh, good.
It's always paid with peaks and valleys.
This is a soap opera 365 days a year.
There's your problem.
Texas is football country. The whole in Texas stadium so God could watch his favorite team, the Cowboys.
When I bought the team, I was Darth Vader.
Dallas fans aren't happy. Last year, they were 1-15.
I said, Dad, I don't know anything about running a football team. And he looked me in the eye and he said, neither do I.
We were gambling my family's whole fortune, so I had to take risks. And it started with Jimmy Johnson.
Get part of this, Fred. Asthma, Mike. Get over there on that other field and have some asthma.
Have
And
some.
he made practice hell, so the game is heaven. We were ready.
All of a sudden, it was a runaway train.
Oh, baby.
Everywhere we went, they were icons.
We played hard, and then we played hard.
With that success, you also get disruption.
Police officer came to me.
And they pulled the gun. Open the door right now.
Jerry is that disruptor, that innovator.
You're not much of a gambler unless you're going against the popular trend.
No one ever thought Jerry had the guts to fire Jimmy. You don't know half the stuff that was happening. Playing for the Cowboys is different.
The most valuable sports franchise in the world.
No matter what they say, they can't prepare you. You just got to experience it.
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
We do it our way, baby.
God. It's going to be
Yeah.
it's going to be exhilarating and cringe to watch a lot of this.
It's going to be goosebumps.
It's going to be great. And
I'm
man, if you weren't here in this city at that time, I was a young man in my early 20s experiencing all of this, and it was right at the beginning of the ticket.
Yeah.
So they
perfect.
had, I mean, it was unlimited topical discussion opportunities every day on that station.
I wonder how fortuitous that was. I mean, I'm not, who knows? The ticket may have been a juggernaut no matter what, but
Yeah.
just wasn't it the first thing they did was that Super Bowl?
I think so.
I believe you're
the
right.
first trip or something they went on was like right when they started that first Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's just the perfect timing.
It was a never-ending soap opera for a good, it seemed like 8 years, man. It was nonstop. I mean, I remember when Eric Williams got hammered and got off that exit ramp at the tollway going north, like I would always take to work coming from East Dallas. The one going LBJ West, tollway north, got off of that thing and ran his car all the way up the grass embankment into the freaking tollway wall, the big cement concrete thing that supports the road, and head-on collisioned his freaking sports car into that. I remember going there the next day and seeing the tire marks.
Really? Looking?
Just to go check it out.
Yeah.
It was like that all the time around here.
And this is an extension
Can't wait for this.
of the genius of Jerry and the branding.
Yeah, the statute
All
of
this is-
limitations is run out. So, hey, we boys will be boys, and it was wild-ass times. Let's have some fucking fun, Netflix.
the first line in that is it's a soap opera 365 days a year. Like
He ain't
that's
wrong.
the key.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Doesn't matter as long as they're talking.
At the time, they're lying and distancing and not addressing it. But now it's like, that's the past.
Yeah.
Now we can kind of glorify all of the horrible shit that went on with that team during that time.
I wonder if it's going to be a movie or a 7-part series.
It's a series.
It is? You know
Yeah.
that? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I remember they were shooting this a couple years ago when they were shit too. Might have even been the season that they were right around 500, and they got what's it called when a Sunday night football game gets relegated back?
An expansion team.
Nope.
Gabby Carter.
Is it Gabby Carter?
The president of Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
So a band
Flex.
is when
Flex.
more than one person plays music all together.
It'd just be like bumped.
That's what a band is. Anyway, I thought when they were shooting this that this is going to be great to see how they're handling this shit season. And it isn't that.
No.
It isn't that.
No.
It's going to be a
It's going to be a
glorious,
tribute to
glorious.
Jerry,
Yep.
too.
100%.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
duh,
Yeah.
that's who's paying them.
Which kind of sucks, but as long as they show some behind
I'm
the
gonna
scenes
watch.
fun.
That'll
I'm
be
going to
fun.
watch too. All right, let's take a quick break. If you want to participate in the show, you can still fire off some chats. We're going to have you people later. Madigan's compiling some of those, so we'll definitely rock that.
So is intern Cam, and it's his birthday today.
Okay,
so-
intern
Hey,
Cam.
happy birthday, intern Cam.
26th birthday, I believe, for sweet new intern Cam, our longest lasting intern ever.
Yes. He's made it. 1.5 shows.
He has made it. So if you want to chat, we're compiling those. We'll answer some questions, have some fun. We got marble racing coming up here in a little bit. If you're on Twitch, you can jump in on that. All sorts of more fun coming up right here next. Plenty of good fun available next on the Cirque Du Sirois show.
Well, I am in vamp mode because the Sirois brothers need to go TT, and I guess they're crossing swords as we speak. One thing I do want to mention before we get back to our content is let's re-welcome our good sponsors over at Jam Roofing. These guys decided to jump on board with us, and we are so grateful They're awesome. I cannot wait to work with these guys. I mean, hopefully none of us ever have to be in the position where you need a new roof, but it's inevitable if you're a homeowner. And the guys over at Jam Roofing, and there's the graphic up there. They're cool dudes. They were cops for 25 years. I think one of them's still in law enforcement. And they decided, you know what, we're going to do roofing. We're going to do it the right stinking way. And one of the dudes, Jeff, he left law enforcement and he became an insurance adjuster. So he knows all of the ins and outs of the insurance game. Get out of my way, Cash. So he's great at working with customers and getting them the best outcome because he knows how these insurance companies can take advantage of you. So please, call to action is scan the QR code, put the number in your phone, because with the weather the way it is in North Texas, especially north of 635, you know how bad it gets up there. We get, I mean, it was terrible looking today. I don't think anything really ever happened, but it's not uncommon to get bad hail during the summer. So if you feel like your roof is suspect or you've had some recent damage that you haven't tended to, give the guys at Jam a call. What is it? jamdfw.com. That's an easy website to remember. But scan the code, put the number in your phone, and these are the guys that you should definitely go to. They're good Cirque Du Sirois family members, for lack of a better way to describe it. And they're also running a cool special right now that if you are a Cirque watcher or listener and you think you may have some issues with your roof, give them a call. They'll come out and inspect it for free. They'll tell you what you're looking at, if you even need any damage repair at all. And if you don't, they'll get up there and they'll do a tune-up on your roof for absolutely nothing. So I don't know what more to tell you about Jam Roofing, but they are awesome.
jamdfw.com.
And more importantly, they're cool dudes, man. You read their email. They're just super nice. And they seem like guys you want to hang out, get a beer with, drop my phone. So, yeah, Jam Roofing, that's the way to go. Did you guys pee okay?
Everything went great.
I got some on my front of my pants, so then I had to dry it off.
Are you training like Malcolm?
I'm not training, but they're like calico cut pants, so I'm going to keep my legs.
Yep.
Do you ever see that one? Calico cut pants?
Are those action pants? You know, Corby wears action pants.
I always kind of like that idea. I think these are action pants, probably. Like flexible.
Yeah.
I can do squats in them, rock squats.
Karate?
If I need to. A minimal level of karate, enough to handle the king if I needed to.
Put the king in his place.
Yeah. What do you want, Richie? You want to do that?
Yeah, also real quick.
Bam.
Boom. New sponsor, the BG Development Group. I told you guys about them about, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. They are now on board. And if you've ever wanted to have your Texas real estate dream come true, you want to live down in the hill country, you want a cool ranch in East Texas, you want to live by the lake, they have properties all over the place. And we love these guys. Rich and Grant, awesome freaking dudes. And they are about to have a sale in about 2 weeks. So you can get prepared for this. Write that number down, 972-945-0870. Possum Kingdom Lake, lakefront properties starting as low as $39,900, $40,000, and you can have a piece of property right by Possum Kingdom Lake. We love them tremendously. And again, over the next 2 weeks, we're going to be talking about the Possum Kingdom Lake properties. But if you have a family member, if you have a dad, if you've got somebody that's like, man, I've always wanted to do this.
Yeah.
No matter what this, whatever this is, as far as Texas land, they've got places all over this freaking state. But Possum Kingdom Lake is exactly what they are pushing right now, because for the first time ever, they're having plots of land that they have not sold before, that have not been available to the public before, starting as low as $39,900. So call that number or put it in your phone. And if you've got a family member, a friend that wants to do that, Rich and Grant are good dudes. They'll give you a fantastic deal. And Madigan was out there at Possum Kingdom Lake shooting video just freaking what, this week?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I can speak from experience. I was there literally last Friday. The views from these plots are stunning. The cliffs, the hills. There's a private cove right on one side of the neighborhood that like is totally chill. It was just awesome. I was expecting it to be crowded and nothing, but like if I was in that tax bracket, I would invest in a home here.
Can I have a Texas confession?
Sure.
Never been to Possum Kingdom Lake.
Oh, it's something.
All I know about it is that's why the Red Bull jumpers.
Yes, at Hell's Gate, right here off these little.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. And then like Party
Cove. And I've been there. I've been right there on a boat, and I saw people jumping off that damn cliff. And
you are there, and you're on the boat.
Yeah, well, no.
Yeah, I was out there captaining a ship with 2 hot ladies. I think there was a photographer I saw in the distance.
I didn't jump.
2 pretty gals on the bow.
I should have jumped.
2 pretty hairy-legged gals.
No, I want to see Possum Kingdom. I haven't been, and yeah, for real. 972-945-0870. Great dudes.
That number is specific to the Cirque du Sirois show,
Yeah.
so please.
Just call
let them know.
and act interested, even if
well, don't waste their time.
No, you can waste their time.
Book your private
one or
viewing
2.
today.
Yeah.
Do whatever. But that would mean a lot to us. They mean a lot to us.
No, they're awesome dudes. Love
so we
those
love
dudes.
you.
Hell yeah. All right, let's do something real fast. We didn't do it last time. It's a mini game, and it's because our boy Danny, right?
Daniel Sanchez.
So we got two Daniels. Danny Sanchez, who's been paying for the moment of silence, and Daniel Escobar, who used the super chat, I think is what it's called.
Yes.
He tipped us specifically. He said, "Happy birthday, Cam." And he said, "Downbeat reunion." So,
dude, $50.
The
Hell
two
yeah.
Daniels are providing us the opportunity to play Initial Reaction. What is Initial Reaction, Mike?
It's a game where Madigan gives us 2 initials, and we just wing it and try to think of famous people or funny answers that fit those 2 initials. And until one of us and
10 gift subs from Bennett. Thank you.
Oh, Bennett Endlick. And yes, I do still have the headphones, Bennett. Bennett is my guy. Bennett the llama, the Fortnite llama. We're speaking a different language right now. You guys don't understand. That's fine. Me and Bennett are cool. All right. Daniel, we may do something else. The moment of silence. Look, I've run out of ideas. Okay. The moment of silence was hilarious. I can't do it anymore. We have air horns. I have hair dryers. We're going to figure out the next thing. And for today, it's going to be a game of initial reaction. Madigan, 2 initials, please. Cash, you're up first.
Today's initials are CD.
CD. Chili Davis, baseball man.
Really good. Really good out of nowhere. I will take Corby Davidson.
Cameron Diaz.
That was mine.
Chris Davis.
You know what? Good. I had it in my head.
Yeah.
It's very not confident how you delivered it. But Chris Davis, the Ranger, not the K.
No.
Chris Davis.
No.
I'll take CD Lamb.
I'll accept it.
All right. Yeah.
Accept it.
Yeah. That's fine.
Really?
Oh,
I
I
got
got
to be
a good one.
CL.
Well, that's not.
That's the game is.
You said it's either got to be funny or their first and last initial. Okay. All right. All right.
Look, I will
go
call
with
a foul on myself.
Fine. I'm going to go with compact disc.
You know what? Because of your lenience toward me.
Right. I feel like the last time we played this, I didn't get credit for something like that, but I am not going to be the jerk.
Danny
You got
advances.
Half points. You got half
Danny
points.
advances. I was going to go with compact disc. I got around to, well done.
The devil went down to Georgia.
Ah, damn it.
According to Charlie Daniels.
Nice. Charlie Day. That's the dude from Always Sunny,
Always
right?
Sunny, yep.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Chuck D.
All right,
What
that's
up?
great.
So good. I don't have one, so take your time.
Chris. I can't think of anything else. Chuck. I'm out.
And he's been eliminated. Okay.
Goodbye, Cash.
Damn it. Chris?
You're going to read the chat and be
Yeah,
mad.
now I'm going to read the chat.
Are you really?
Yeah.
He's going to be mad.
Oh, my God. That's got a lot.
I will
I'm
take
sure.
near Masters winner Chris DeMarco.
Oh, shit.
Good one.
God, I should have gotten that.
Don't look at me. Don't even look at me.
Is that a real person?
Cash will, yes, Chris DeMarco.
Oh, my God.
Well,
Hell
he's your
yeah.
brother. He's not going to
No.
not have your...
Dude, he almost beat Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Historical writers, former
I like the hints. Thank you.
American Idol contestants,
Luxury brands.
beautiful blondes,
I already did Cameron Diaz.
amazing singers, songstresses, all are in the chat.
Oh, Celine Dion.
There you go.
There you go.
Chris Drury.
Okay. Okay. I have to give him credit for that.
Why?
That's an old boat racing guy. It's a real person.
Okay.
It counts.
I thought he was a hockey player.
No, Chris Drury's the guy that, well.
Chris, who's the young hockey? Whatever. It's already counted.
First name that
No.
say, go ahead.
No, you're good.
No, I'm out.
And the first name that I can't get out of my head, and there's nothing to go with it, is Cedric. Why do I keep thinking of Cedric?
D Entertainer.
But you should have named Malcolm.
Okay.
Take it. Take it. I'll give it to you.
That's good.
Cedric D. Entertainer.
Absolutely. He advances. Cedric D. Entertainer. That's how easy this game is.
Apparently.
Oh, man. The backup quarterback that has made more money than any other quarterback.
Oh, Chase Daniels.
Ooh, I bet there's some NASCAR people.
The NBA coach.
be.
The NBA coach.
Oh, okay.
That won championships with.
Yep. Don't say it. Quiet down. Pistons.
Charlie Day. Damn it. Why couldn't I had Charlie Day?
What about an NHL player and Little League Baseball World Series champion?
That's Chris.
I feel
Drury.
like we've already done that.
That's Chris Drury, I think.
Oh, they'll then blame Andy because he texted me that one.
Okay. I think it is Chris Drury, yeah.
My mind is blank, man.
Think luxury brands.
Luxury brands?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got that one. Hey, no mouthy.
I know y'all can't see this far.
You're
No
on
mouthy.
camera. Everyone can see you.
Mouthy.
I know.
No
but
mouthy.
Y'all,
Mouthy.
y'all don't got readers
No
on,
mouthy.
I can see far. I just can't read.
Phi Slamma Jamma.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh,
The guy that
Clyde Drexler. Good gravy.
Ooh,
the guy that created
Chuck Daly.
Chuck Daly.
that's
Yeah.
yes, that's yeah.
Cream Dream.
Fuck it. Take it. Christian Dior.
Yes, there you go.
Ah, yes.
There you go.
Dior. Cellophane diapers.
You know what?
I
Fuck
don't
you.
know.
You're out.
win.
Mike Sroy's the winner.
Wow. Gosh.
Congratulations.
You're like a 3-time champion.
Someone said Christmas Day.
Thank you for
Christmas Day.
We would have given you Christmas Day.
Would have taken it. but-
Komodo Dragon.
No, not
Charles Darwin.
Charles Darwin is
Darwin.
great. Oh yeah, I like the chat. What else we?
Chris Dunlap.
C. Del Davis. Okay, that's the most inside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chase Daniels.
Corey
Did you say that?
Yeah, I said.
Okay,
Davis,
okay.
Yeah.
Chris Drury, Chase Daniels.
Cookie Donster does not count.
Cookie Donster.
That does not count.
Cookie Donster.
That does not count.
A fine battle, and thank you. Thank you to all the Daniels
Crank
that supported
Dad.
that. No, not Crank Dad.
It's Soldier Boy.
It's time for Cirque Doom Scroll
What?
CD.
What does that even? Did we ever get to Cameron Diaz?
Yeah, it was the first one, I guess.
Yeah.
Common denominator. That's
Yeah.
another good one.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sandy.
Clint Dempsey.
Clint Dempsey. Who's that? I know who that is.
Soccer.
Oh yeah, Clint Dempsey. Yeah. Texas boy, right?
Yeah, U.S. team, man.
Yeah.
Sucker.
Sucker.
All right, Doom Scroll is where we like everybody does. We F around on the internet and we see some shit that we see that we find interesting, and here we're perfect. We can play it. We can watch it and comment on it if you like. I don't have any order to this. I don't know how you do it. We have Chick Fight in Frisco.
Oh, hell
God.
yes.
You want to do that?
Cash sent this
wanna
the
start
other
with
day.
that one?
It's so good.
So this ties into the Cowboys talk that we had earlier. You know what? Jerry Jones did an amazing job building out the Cowboys brand, including the Star in Frisco. And the one thing you need to know about the Star in Frisco is that it is high class.
Yeah.
There is high-end steakhouses. There is clubs.
Expensive.
There is bars. This is the kind of place where you definitely go and you don't have to worry about getting in fights with chicks in short skirts and boobs popping out.
Give it all away.
Well, let's just see what happens.
Uh-oh. Double fight. Uh-oh.
That girl. That girl's the one.
Jimmy Business.
Which
That
one?
girl in the blue is the one. Watch her.
Green. Oh, launch.
Booby out.
Booby. Oh, Booby is out. Oh, we might not be able to. I like.
Oh!
I heel.
Oh, see? She's a finisher.
She just got clocked.
She's a
Oh
finisher.
my.
Jeez Louise.
All outside of Tupelo, honey.
Really? All right.
What's-
Girl fight.
That was high-end girl fight.
That was good. Well, that was
World Star.
I mean,
I don't know.
World Star.
The
Well, I'm
W
talking
in
about-
World Star
Did anybody
is
yell
women.
World Star? You got to yell World Star.
I think
They
that-
were too busy yelling damn.
There's too many dams.
I think this is high heels
Yeah,
and
The high heel
not an
key
advantage for
and
the lady.
and little dresses. This is
Then-
not normally what you see in a good, nice girl fight.
But the Incredible Hulk in green came in and just cleared out.
I finished.
She went ahead and won the
I finished.
Battle Royale.
One thing that I missed in this one that makes me sad is anytime there's a girl fight, I always like it when somebody like retrieves the prize and holds up the weave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Their
Well, no
trophy.
wigs here. That was attached.
Yeah.
The hair pull in a girl fight is such a cheat code, though.
I
It
know.
sucks.
Hey, you've got
It's
the
like-
hair.
That
it's
first
been-
girl wasn't even necessarily losing, but she had her hair get grabbed and
Yeah.
then launched, and it looks like you're getting absolutely annihilated, but you're barely even fighting, dude. There's so much leverage in hair.
If I could have joined
There
this
is so
as
much
a woman,
leverage in hair.
We like the way that y'all could get like hit between the legs and fall down.
Mm-hmm.
The equivalent for women is the hair pull.
The hair pull?
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be effective.
It's more effective, I
Yeah.
think, than even straight pain, though. I mean, the leverage, you can just launch somebody.
It changes your center
That's
of
why you
gravity.
put your hair up.
That's
so
why you
that
go
they
short.
can't. Or if their hair's up, I learned this from TikTok, not from experience. If
Mm-hmm.
their hair is up, you slide your fingers up into their hair and then you grab
the
there,
bun.
Oh.
and then you have like
But you learned that on TikTok on how to win
yeah.
girl fights?
self-defense.
Please don't do those karate
Yeah.
moves at me.
He's not that advanced.
You win. I can only beat.
Me and Elvis
Guys of
go
the
to the
60s.
the dojo.
Well, don't fight. Get along. Love each other.
And if you're thinking about fighting or sponsoring, go to Cirque Du Sirois at gmail.com.
yeah, if you're a local dojo that has a good high quality sensei in it.
This would be a great segment to sponsor. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to do this quite a bit.
Yeah, Doom Scroll's easy.
Yeah.
You want to do the Deep Ellum thing? I don't even think it's funny.
I
but
haven't seen this
No,
one
it's
yet.
not funny. It's not just. It's one of these memes with the weird faces. But I liked the front door. The headline was Deep Ellum, Texas. The front door, the patio, the bathroom, and effing $25 drinks.
Yeah, describe what you're seeing. So you got a picture of the front door at a typical Deep Ellum bar, and if it's exactly what you would think, painted in black, hadn't been repaired in probably 20 years, and it's covered in every band sticker of every band that's been through there. The patio, graffiti, trash, the bathroom. Just use your imagination, and then, like Mikey said, the drink menu is their lowest dollar item is like $25.
Paloma, $25.
You got to pay for that experience. I mean, the Deep Ellum experience, it's been created over decades.
No, but my real question was how the hell did drinks get to where they are?
How did everything else get to where it is?
Are cocktails in proportion to
Yes.
to food and entertainment?
Majority of liquor is not made in America. Or
Yeah, but
especially high shelf stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
So
it
if they
wasn't
want
before.
that, then
I don't know, $25 for a one cocktail that's usually like this size. God forbid, I like old fashions.
Yep.
And you're looking at, I mean, maybe not $25, but $17 standard, $19, $21.
My thought here also goes to tips, which I have worked in the restaurant business.
Oh.
I appreciate the work that anybody that, brings you anything does. But when you are presented the machine or the flip comes over and now you have your bill and then the options are 20%, 22.5%,
right,
or 25%. Like 20% is a good solid tip. Always should be. I don't care what you're doing, that's solid. But the prices have gone up. That doesn't mean that the price of the tip should go up, I don't think.
And if you hit 20%, you're a cheap bastard.
Yeah, that's the lowest option. So you feel like you're
good, 22%.
only 20%. I'm just saying prices are going up these days. Got it. But if it's 20%.
But how do we get to $20 for, and you're a bar owner. I don't know that if you have any particular insight in this, but how do you inch up prices?
We've been doing business in Deep Ellum since 2013 at Twilight Lounge, and we agonize over having to raise prices.
I can imagine.
And we don't do it that often. Maybe once every, I'd say, year and a half to 2 years. And we always go up maybe a quarter.
Do you really? A quarter?
50 cents a drink at the most.
For across the board, for a bottle of Miller Lite?
No.
Or
like,
a
yeah.
Tito's and
Okay, so
soda,
we'll
or
say
an
domestic beers. Like when we first opened, I think our domestic beers were like $3, and I think now, after 12 years of being in business, they may be somewhere around $4.50, $4.75.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about right. But yeah, like high dollar liquor. Like I was surprised, but I shouldn't have been when we had our thing at the Kessler on Saturday night, and I had one drink and I wanted something nice. I'm only have one. Let me get a good, decent quality bourbon. I went with the Woodford Reserve, which is great. Splash of water, and it was $13. For one. It's probably a 2-ounce pour, but that would have been something that we would have charged $8 or $9 for not too terribly long ago. So I just think the cost of everything is just
but $25 for a cocktail is insane. But it all depends on where you are.
I don't know where that
is.
is, honestly. I've never seen a Paloma.
Do you find,
$25
as a bar owner, that matters for the bottom line in business? Like if you do either have a special where $2 bottles of domestic, or you add 50 cents or $1 to every cocktail, is it reflected on the amount of people that come in and purchase? Because if I'm going to a bar, Twilight or anywhere else, I'm not, what's the price on this? Oh, let me consider this. Let me do that. I mean, have what you want and deal with it.
Well, the price it's kind of like the market price fish, it kind of fluctuates sometimes. And you do sometimes have to make adjustments for certain types of liquors. So we don't have like an actual price list. And you're welcome to ask. We're very transparent about it. But most people assume that it's going to be reasonable in their mind for where they're going. Like you go to our place, it's a Deep Ellum dive-ish kind of bar. So you're not going to expect to pay $7.50 for a domestic beer.
Yeah.
And you don't.
I just don't know how we got to, I went to, it was like a speakeasy place right on Jefferson Avenue. Amazing place. And it was $17 for an old fashioned, which is like standard. I'm not even saying that's expensive, but I feel like we just got to this point.
Yeah.
Where you're looking at $20 for a nice cocktail. And maybe that's not abnormal. Maybe that's nationwide. I really don't know. All right. Last thing that I have on Doom Scroll, unless you guys, anything else?
I think Madigan had a few things. Did you, what was
Fire away.
What was the last thing you had, Mike?
Mine is Big X.
Oh, yes.
You have that?
Let me show this other one while I get that one ready.
Okay.
This is one that ended up on my Instagram Reels today, and I thought of y'all.
Shoot. Yes.
It's like me and my friend before that girl took the shit.
Yeah, before Laura chimed in.
Okay, boxing soccer? Is that what this is?
Yeah,
Boxer. So basically, it's guys playing soccer. They're all wearing boxing gloves and headgear, beating the shit out of each other, simultaneously attempting to score goals.
That makes me think of boxing chess, which I've never actually watched, but I know is a thing.
That's a thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Boxing chess.
I don't know how that...
Really?
Yes.
I love it. I don't know what it is either.
What's it called?
I think I just said it.
Chess?
Yeah.
There's not a creative name.
I don't know.
I know the Klitschko's were big chess guys, and I don't know if they were involved in it, but yeah, boxing, chess. Battle golf I came up with a long time ago. We can do battle golf. Where you fight, right? And you can't touch the ball.
But if somebody's getting over a putt.
Oh, baboosh.
So, how does that help
There's
or
room,
hurt? I don't even know.
There's room for it.
It's like Jackass. It's like playing golf with the cast of Jackass.
It is funny, like everyone just kind of merges anything they can think of. Yeah. Is that a Russian lettering at the bottom?
All right, so let's merge a couple things right now.
Okay, battle golf. I did one.
Chef.
Oh.
Chef.
We weren't ready for this.
Chef. Therapy.
He's Cash Sirois. Danny Balis is here. I'm Mike Sirois. Thanks for watching Cirque Du Sirois.
I got it.
Okay, so I told you like a month ago, right? I was driving home. Christina calls me. She's like, "There's traffic. The entire Margaret Hunt Hill.
Chef therapy.
The entire Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge is packed." And it was like kind of late after or middle afternoon. She's like, "It's all jammed up. I have no idea what they're doing." And then we got word that our friend, our good friend, Big X the Plug, Dallas rapper, was shooting a video on the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge. And I'm like, all right, that's kind of a cool reason to have to head downtown and zip through this way.
Now, was it actually on the Margaret Hunt Hill, or was it on the little auxiliary bridge that's kind of...
I think it was on the Hunt Hill. I heard it was on the other dog, but I think...
Marge?
He was on Large Marge. You tell me as you watch a couple minutes of the latest video from Shabuzi, who our friend Joel likes and might be pretty cool. He's a brother who does that kind of country, and it's kind of catchy. And Big X the Plug, as they shot this video about a month ago on Margaret Hunt Hill.
Last thing you'll see.
The audio wasn't going to
Well, at least we could...
As I'm moving on.
I don't hate it at all.
All the love I gave and left me all alone. I'm traveling on this road, somewhere far from home. I put in all I had.
Sing with it so we don't get copyrighted.
I'm trying to make it off this.
There's Big X.
No, we ain't monetizing this episode.
If you're wondering which one is Big X the Plug, he's the one on the right.
And he's got the white wife beater on.
No. That's Shabuzi.
Oh.
That is a large ass man.
He's Big X. You can see me.
He's the largest.
I've been lost on this highway, trying to figure
That's
out
him.
life on this road. Shit, I lost all the love that I had in my soul. Trying to chase
Mikey.
everything that
I wish I was in this bad.
away from my problems. I know now I'm stuck on this highway with nowhere to go. One day if I come back, will I get to come home? If I promise to right everything that I wrong. But this road kinda bumpy. Take on you and my bank acting funny. All those times you had told me you loved me.
How long did they tie up the road?
I think it was like an hour or less.
So
They were efficient.
It was during rush hour.
Yeah, it was middle of the afternoon.
Damn, they gonzo filmed this, man.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
And then I think that's one of their Big X's hot girlfriend at home. Mad that Big X the Plug is not home.
Right.
She's eating chicken wings, Danny.
All of his wings.
Wings for P, as in plug.
Yeah.
She's got to eat him before he gets home, or they're going to be gone.
I did. Thank you.
JJT supports.
Yes. Let's see, they win over the people who are stuck in traffic who get out of their cars and party.
Those wings look good.
I like wings.
Where did she get those?
I get it. All I saw was me, but your vision was big. Alone on this highway, your spirit.
It's weird that the guy that would probably be okay not wearing a shirt is wearing two shirts. Right?
And Big X is just wearing the tiniest vest.
Yep.
Hey.
You think Big X would... Do you think he and I could be friends? I think we're good.
I am not kidding. I am going to make every effort to get Big X the Plug on our show.
Hell yeah.
All right.
He's a freaking Dallas dude, and we're cool Dallas dudes too.
Yeah.
We're all cool Dallas people. Why wouldn't he?
He's huge, man. Like, I'm not making a joke about his size. He's very popular.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is very popular, Danny.
So I was.
Does he play in a band?
I was stuck in that traffic jam.
If we have him in here, we're going to have to get a big thing, the chair, over there on the side of the room.
I think Zoom or something would be more likely than getting him in, right?
100%.
I don't know.
But if we can get him in,
We can get Big X the Plug in here.
Then he could meet
Aim
Big
high.
Cash the Plug.
Aim high.
Get what?
Big Cash the Plug. Then we could...
You think
Right.
he'd respect you?
You guys could collab.
He gets me.
That's Big Cash the Plug. All right. Well, that's why I was stuck in traffic about a month ago. How about you people, Madigan?
Of course.
Oh, she popped it up.
I'm producing.
Cash the Plug. All you people.
Y'all better come correct tonight. Ain't read no bullshit comment.
Yeah. Step inside the zero bullshit zone.
That's right. Me and the Plug. See?
You can also ask Water Feature.
It's a tribute. The song is a tribute to the Plug. Does he go by the Plug or Big X?
I think Big X mostly.
Or X.
Just X.
He's a cool dude. So Madigan has put up the Discord thing a couple times, and she'll put it up right now. There's a QR code to get into our Discord. I am trying. I'm on there regularly.
I think I created an account.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So we're trying to interact there and everywhere.
I think I created an account.
Well, but it's tricky, man, and it's an intimidating thing. But our boys that are running the Discord thing, which are so awesome, they put a shitload of work into this thing, have activated the ability to leave like live voicemail or voice memos that hopefully soon we can you can listen to the show, react, hit the Discord on your phone, I hope, and like leave a live reaction to it, kind of like talkbacks like we had on the Freak.
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
We'll call this the Cirque answering machine.
Yes, exactly. So we're not there yet, but if you want to get on the Discord, jump in. They're creating kind of a cool little community with all this bullshit, and hopefully you'll
all this bullshit.
Well, it's kind of just a real waste of everyone's
He's
time.
just trying to be cool with Big X. So he's talking.
Just trying to win him over.
Hop on there and leave us some voice memos. We want to try to do you people with strictly voice memos on Thursday if we can get enough. So
that'd be awesome.
We've had it live for 2 days, but no one's had the balls. So
Have
go
the
up there
balls.
and leave a memo.
All right, but for now it's chats. Cash, if you have any leftover, if the people do the money chats, that's fine. Madigan, you got anything? Questions, nonsense for us?
First one is for Danny. Danny, whatever happened to your truck that KT made a drip interview out of?
Made a what?
A drip interview? I know your Bondo truck. Oh, okay. A drop interview.
Oh, a drop interview.
And it's because when we first started on the
That's
Freak,
right, that's
I think
right.
Daddy had nervous energy and told a story about his truck, and it did last a little bit long.
Yeah.
That KT then cut
Oh
into
my God.
chunks and did like a fake interview where you call a business, and he just plays drops of audio talking
Hang
about
on,
his truck.
I take offense that I told the story that went on too long.
Yeah,
I don't believe
I'm
you.
sorry.
I'm sorry. That's it. What happened to it? That was the 1974 Ford F-150 that needed a lot of had a lot of Bondo. We got to the point in the endeavor of restoring that truck that it got to the place of diminishing return.
Yeah, sunk.
Parted it out, sold it, got rid of it. It's gone.
Fuck.
But you've seen it.
Oh, I have seen it actually.
We turned around and flipped and took that money, and I found a guy in my neighborhood that had an 84 Chevy Silverado square body. So I picked that up last year and have been working on that one, and it runs like a dream.
It's amazing looking. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
But the Bondo machine is...
Yeah, the 70s Ford is gone. Now we're stepped up to the 80s. So I've got an 80 Chevy right now. that I
Blue?
love. Yeah, it's currently blue. We'll see about how long that lasts.
I love it.
Yeah.
Boys.
Yeah.
What's the cost of getting Chef X to cater my next event?
Do you? The question is, do you really want that?
Do you want to eat the food?
The cost is how much is your insurance deductible for when
Yes.
you go into the emergency room for
can't-
food poisoning?
We can't be held accountable. I'm speaking for Chef X, who's not in the room.
Not here.
But yeah, I think that there has to be paperwork signed to make sure that
it's called a waiver.
Yeah,
A lot of waivers.
all the waivers.
With words that you can't even possibly read.
No, even Kelly Legal has to get out her magnifying glass and look at these.
And they'll read it and,
And they'd be like,
don't do this.
can't take the case.
Yeah.
Can't take the case.
AaronKellyLegal.com. Don't do this at all.
So if
Don't
I
hire
know
this
that
man.
you know Chef X more than
I do.
Any of us.
He's very good.
What would Chef X make if he was hired to be a caterer for a small but important dinner party? Do you feel, what kind of meal do you think Chef X might make for that sort of occasion?
I don't know. He's not here.
Yeah,
Is
no,
it-
clearly.
Is it themed?
Well, I
What
don't,
age bracket? are we
Again,
talking about?
we don't know the particulars. But your gut feeling, what would Chef X maybe make for a small but important dinner party?
I think a blackened fish, and a big vegetable. Biggest one you can find. Grilled on the blackened fish on top of it is what I think he would say.
Stacked, blackened,
and
vegetable.
the whole thing sous vide.
Oh, God, that is...
Cash's favorite word.
And then guess what? Everyone grab forks
Look out.
because it's time to celebrate. One bite at a time. Is what I think he would say.
Yeah, that's
We
fair.
may have an upcoming show on this show, within this show. Big Flavor with Chef X may come back someday.
Big Flavor the chef.
I have a feeling that Chef X just looks a lot like him with the hat.
No, that's not right.
No?
That is not right.
Okay.
I've been told he looks more like a young Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's
not right either.
That's more accurate.
That's
yeah.
not-
I don't believe that.
Very
Both
physically
guesses are
fit.
terrible.
That's what they're saying.
Lean and physically fit.
Probably looks more like Chef X the plug, I guess.
Mikey, when are we going to get the magic podcast that you promised to the world?
I once promised a magic podcast that was going to be $100.
One podcast?
One podcast for $100.
so stupid.
And we would have got like a few people.
It's your subscription.
A few people, yes. One time, $100
Yeah.
for the most magical fucking shit you've ever seen. That's our pledge. And we're working on it. We're working on it hard. We're in the lab. We just need to eat some red fish and a giant vegetable first. It's a maybe.
Hi, boys. If I have to pick between watching you on Twitch or watching you on YouTube, which is better for you? You know, like financially.
That's very
Financially, I mean, I don't think it
doesn't matter.
We're not.
matter.
Yeah, we don't care. Whatever. Just if you like this crap, watch, like, subscribe, support in any fashion, and write a review. Honestly, that's the best thing you can do. On Twitch, yes. If you are on Twitch, you get a free Amazon Prime subscription. It's somewhere at the top of your page. It costs you $0, and those actually are like a big financial benefit to us. But the truth is, it's YouTube land, and we want to hit 5,000. We're like 3,700 on YouTube. Let's the drive for 5. So
5,000 subscribers.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's our next big goal. So
The one benefit of Twitch, obviously, is if you want to play marbles, you can.
you can play marbles on Twitch, and you can subscribe for free on Twitch. So whatever, man. Just watch, have fun, chat.
Don't worry about us.
Tell a friend. It's all, if it's gonna work out, it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
Last question. When you ignore the check engine lights and don't check the fluid in your Mercedes-Benz, what happens?
That's a misunderstanding.
No, it's the best question that's ever been asked, in my humble opinion. I don't know, Danny. Can you even?
Is this an inside joke or is this?
Well, hold on. Let me just talk to you for a second. Do you have any experience in not paying attention to the check engine light to the point to where the car then doesn't exist anymore? Does that ring a bell?
Oh, I know exactly what this is about.
No, I'm talking about in your
This is
life.
about the cauldron that happened in a tunnel.
Yeah.
No, not
you
really.
don't, right?
Look. Back in the day, you didn't take engine lights very seriously.
Back in the
when
day.
they first started, adding computers to cars, I ignored that shit all the time. But nowadays, you can't.
So what do you think that light means?
It means that you should get to a mechanic and have him do a diagnostic check, plug it into the computer, and see what that check engine light is actually trying to say to you.
You know, that is great. And
That's what a smart, not even a smart person. That's just what a reasonably thinking, slightly above primate human would think.
Right.
I don't know why
And that
anybody else would.
That makes perfect
just
sense.
ignore it.
Mikey,
only a complete fucking dumbass would just ignore it. I don't know anybody in my life that would ignore an engine light to the point where their car ceased to exist. I mean, what kind of dickhead would do such a thing?
Excellent question.
Yeah.
My mom is laughing at me.
So, Mike,
5 feet away.
Same question to you.
Go ahead.
I saw the engine light, but it was bright, so I shot Bondo over where the light was, and then it was not on anymore, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
Look, misconception, and I know, you knowing me, I'm an effing idiot. I understand that. I got the oil change in that thing within like 3 months of it catching on fire under the tunnel of Woodall Rogers. Like, I acknowledge I am a moron. Okay? No, don't. I acknowledge I'm an idiot. I don't believe I could have really done anything else to prevent my car then catching fire literally on my 40th birthday as I was driving into work at the ticket.
Okay, but
how many follow-up question?
How many people have their cars catch on fire after an engine light comes on without having acted in any way, shape, or form to that warning, and then they almost burned down Clyde Warren Park?
It's a warning.
I just want to know.
It was merely a warning.
Well, it sounds like it was a pretty
check
strong
engine light was yellow. If it was serious, it would have been red, the color of fire. They would have changed colors. Now, I like to play into this. I got the oil change. I don't even think the check engine light was on. Now, it was making some hissing noises, and there was some strange behavior from the vehicle.
Strange behavior.
None of those were signs.
This is the point. Okay,
was just cheering
listener
you
/ viewer, has your car ever caught on fire for any reason at all, ever?
Bad luck if it has. Bad beat.
Oh, my God.
Okay, no.
I'm just saying.
Let's be dead serious.
Oh, we are.
I changed the oil. We don't know for sure. Did I tell you the engine light was just permanently on? Like
I know your car caught on fire.
Okay, I do too.
That's the part that I know.
I do too, but I'm dead serious. I do not think that it was my negligence that led to that. And I know that's your...
So you think it's just random, just like a lightning bolt hitting you as you're walking down the street, that your car caught on fire?
Cars catch on fire. Combustible engines do sometimes catch on fire, and I think I caught a bad beat.
Danny?
Oh, thank you.
Meanwhile, kids frolicking in the little wading pool at Clyde Warren see the water starting to
Why
slowly
is it smoky?
boil.
I didn't know it was a hot tub.
I'm hot, mommy. Dude.
You can boil a potato on that.
Why? There's like one tunnel in the entire Metroplex.
Yeah.
And that's the one that I'm under.
Yeah. Well, your car is just blazing.
And I saw smoke, and I pulled to the right, and some guy, a Mexican fellow in a truck, parked behind me, and he kind of ran up next to me, and he goes like, "Get out of the car." And I got out of the car, and I'm like, oh shit, this thing's on fire. It was insane.
How long did it take the fire department to get there?
Minutes.
The whole tunnel was filled with smoke, Danny.
The whole tunnel was filled with...
It could have been kittens.
To this day, I know exactly where... You can go in southbound. Does that count? Southbound? What, Roger?
There's still
it runs east-west.
There's still burn
I
marks.
think it runs east-west.
Southish.
It's definitely
Towards
east-west.
75 or towards
No,
the tollway?
It's east-west.
Toward the tollway.
It's
Okay.
east-west.
Yeah,
And I know where
east-west.
the smoke burn is on the wall from my car.
You do? It's still there?
Oh, it's 100% still there.
You could put your initials in it.
Just autograph it.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go, people.
If you're on YouTube and you've never played marbles with us before, I have prepared some instructions on the screen here.
Look at that. All right, yeah,
Kind of
so...
makes that ridiculous sign obsolete, doesn't it? But I have a feeling.
No, we're still going to show that.
We're gonna
But
see it.
those of you watching on Twitch, or excuse me, on Twitter or YouTube, we end the night every night with a live marble race. And this is something that we do for, or we talk about that the audio version that you're listening to podcast, fantastic. We have specific things for you. We have specific things for those that are watching live. And a marble race happens at the end of every night, and you can be a part of it. All you have to do is go to Twitch. I think that Danny did this today.
I'm in.
Right.
I need to get in.
I'm playing.
It was not difficult, right?
Playing.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't cost nothing.
I'm a twitcher.
And you get a marble. And here's the deal.
Are we in twitching?
Or am I twitching right now?
The
See you tomorrow.
all right, full screen, Mikey, so that the instructions can be for that whole deal.
Maybe we can end on
They're
his
pretty
tweet.
much identical instructions.
You want to? Now that we got a little buzz.
Yeah.
All right,
Should
I'm
we
gonna
or
get
not?
myself in.
I
this
almost
thing.
showed it during
Think so?
Doom Scroll.
The
Should we or not?
The last thing we show is the Twitter.
All right, after show rankings,
Yeah,
just
after
pop
show
it up.
rankings, let's do
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Look, if you want to play marbles, all you have to do is type what's between the two lines right here. Follow those three arrows. They look down, only below, exclamation point play. If you're on Twitch, you're going to have a marble, and it's going to just go. It's going to go wild, and we'll see what happens. If you win
It's gonna go wild.
thrice, Cash, tell them what they will win.
So we have done this now. I'm waiting for the thing to come up. We've done this now a dozen times. There has not been a repeat winner. The first person to win 3 marble races is going to receive, in American dollars, 500 of them. We might send it in singles. I don't know. But also $500 to your favorite charity. And this can be sponsored at some point. And then maybe that sponsor will have, something cool that they can give as well. But the point is that you're going to get a marble. We're going to go through the race, and somebody's going to be crowned champion. And that is success in itself, no?
I had a friend when I was in the Air Force. He lost a $100 bet to another friend. And the guy who lost went to the bank and got $100 in nickels in a bucket. And he walked to his dorm room and he opened the door and he just, like putting out a fire with a bucket, just threw the nickels in the guy's room, including the bucket.
Here, you're paid.
Yep. And then ran away.
The champions that are won so far: Rylan Rowe, Texas American, Boogie with Stu 35, C. Gerard 1, Shales Jardian's Dealer, Silky Johnson 51, then 5 Samurai, Christina Ray won race 8,
the hottest,
Nierminsky, Scott U07, Collender with a K, and last show's winner was Borsmith 454. All of those people are 1/3 of the way to ultimate glory. I mean, are you kidding me?
Ultimate glory.
Breaking news.
Oh.
Red Panda fell off her unicycle. She is injured.
Holy shit.
So this might be a tribute game.
Cancel the
of marbles.
marble race.
Somebody needs to create a Twitch account immediately.
Forward or
Red
backward?
Panda.
Red Panda and join right now.
Is there video?
I don't know. They just said it in the chat.
Wait,
I'm sure
what?
there is, but I'm assuming
It's
she's
not
doing
NBA
a halftime.
season.
WNBA.
You think that she only does NBA?
WNBA can't afford Red Panda.
She doesn't.
Neither can you.
Our queen.
Yeah,
Our
good
queen.
point.
Yeah, I can't afford anything. Red Panda went down.
Red Panda
Red
down.
Guys,
Was she go
Red
for
Panda went down.
She was going for six bowls.
It was in Minnesota.
She can't
She can't do 6 bowls.
She can't do it with 6 bowls.
WNBA Commissioner's Cup. They do have the money.
I was not. Don't get mad at me for making a WNBA joke. I love
No, you
women.
made a poor women joke.
I support all.
Poor
women.
man made poor women jokes.
So
Red
we are
Panda's the queen.
We're very close to the most amount of marbles we've ever had. There's 2013.
What is this? Spider?
I believe 2030 might be the big number. If you're watching on YouTube, head over to Twitch. We'll give you a second.
Got to do 42 once.
Yeah, it's 242, dude. We ain't close.
All right. Well, I'm trying to support.
Oh, is this the finish in the air?
They're all in the air. Yeah. We got.
What is that thing?
That thing up there in the
What
sky,
is that
though.
thing? There's a
There's a
circle.
launcher. If you go down,
Oh,
my God.
It teleports you?
it can teleport you. There may be a teleporter earlier. Oh yeah. Okay. So turn around.
Oh my
and look backward.
God.
We may have a shortcut teleporter. Yeah, there you go. Two teleporters.
Oh,
Dual teleporter. One of them probably sends you right into the
Dual teleporter.
shit. It's probably that middle one that probably sends you to the good teleporter, and the 2 outside ones probably send you to certain death.
Yeah.
Probably.
This
All right,
one-
218.
This one's going to be fun.
218 are in.
291 people are watching on Twitch. Only 291. That's confusing. 291 people are watching. 219 are in. So if you are watching on Twitch, exclamation point play. Type it into the chat right now.
Win $1,000.
All right. So thing 1, go to the thing.
Right?
Number 2,
500.
number 3, type that. Number 4, enjoy.
Yeah, sit back and enjoy.
Sit back and enjoy.
All right, I'm starting the countdown.
You don't have to do anything.
Freaking.
It's free.
What's
it's
his
fun.
fuck is waiting?
It's a marble race.
I'm going to get you off guard.
It's fun.
Disaster film. We're going to start this race in 10 seconds. Make that 9 seconds. 8.
If somebody joins,
7.
he restarts the
6.
count.
Watch how many do. 5, 4, 3. Oh, you fuckers, see?
Did he do it?
My mom.
No, 4 of them did it. Your mom did it?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for, you jerks?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
and there's
Big
Matt.
Kevin did it too, you shit.
They're giggling on the couch right now.
Look at him. And 20 F.
We almost didn't get in there.
And Disaster Film still hasn't.
Don't make fun of my parents.
All right, I'm count. Yeah, don't make fun of Madigan's parents. I'm starting a 10-second countdown. Madigan, when I get to 1 or when I get to 0, you start this thing. We're
Okay.
not resetting it.
Okay.
10.
Tiberius is
9.
saying, don't start recovering Twitch Prime login.
8.
10, 9, 8, 7, Paul from Texas, 6, 5, 4,
There's
3,
another was added.
2, 1, go!
10.
Wow.
Oh, what is that? Somebody do a wellness check on Disaster Film. He might be out cold on his couch. We're going force
All right,
one.
good luck, everybody. Here we go.
237 athletes are in. My mom,
Get the
Vita, is
frickin-
in.
And
You gonna
in
win this thing,
studio.
Mom?
Whoa, they all come at the top.
You're getting on camera.
Oh, this is
Oh,
a
they-
special game.
It's like Big Red. You just pour in the goop. And then you pull the string. All right.
C. Gerard, top 5.
Oh, you Sooner. See Gerard. Partied with him twice this week. Came and supported.
Ryland Rowe. Is that Ryland Rowe?
Tucker's eliminated.
Ryland Rowe could go for his second victory ever.
My
Let's
God.
get-
Okay, so the marbles are all racing right now.
Yes.
There is 236. I'm doing it for the audio people. 236 marbles racing toward the first.
Go down to that thing. See
Oh
what
my
this is.
God! Look at the turbo thing.
There you go. Just zoom in a little bit. Let's see what's going
What's going to
on
happen?
here. There's some sort of ladder.
Oh, there's a bunch of mini portals.
Yeah. We don't know where they go, though. They might go straight to hell. They could go straight to hell. Oh, somebody.
Oh, somebody went.
Oh.
Somebody went. It's a
Yeah,
bounce.
it's way
It's a
ahead.
bounce.
Who is it?
Kenzie Reeves? What does that say?
Kinsey.
Oh, somebody won.
No way.
Oh, it's already freaking over.
Shot deal.
How'd they win? Because they launched through
They
the future
launched.
box.
Wow.
Look up to the right. Oh, so somebody just took the freaking shortest of cuts.
For real.
Ken
Oh,
Sizzy
shit,
is
sorry.
second.
Let me get up.
Look, we don't know how these freaking tracks work.
This is the shortest game we've ever played. to
Log
achieve a
in
winner.
27-100 is your victor. I don't even know. I wish we could get a replay on these sometimes because that
I
fucker
know.
probably just future launched
Yeah, he
right
made it
into the
through
finish zone.
First thing.
Log in 27.
Oh, the fire's
100.
coming. Everybody hurry.
I wonder if that marble saw the face of God.
In that moment. Oh, Silky finished 7th.
There we go. There's our top 10.
That's our previous winner. Go zoom in. Let's look at some shits.
Who's still racing?
Yeah, just zoom in.
Let's see the asshole.
Oh, the fire's coming. They're going to get
burned
scared.
alive.
Welcome to the asshole department.
Come on, Gay for Mino. Oh, there it happened. 27,100.
Log in at 27,100.
All the things
I wish we could replay.
that happened today. Welcome to the asshole department is what cracked me.
In the last 10 seconds of the show.
I know. See, that's why you got to watch the whole thing.
It's got to watch the whole effing thing. Dude, thank y'all for watching us tonight. Aaron Kelly Legal, Jam Roofing, B&G Development, everybody partying, right?
Absolutely right. Love you guys. Thank you so
You
much.
did a fine job. Let's do a quick show ranking before we leave, huh?
Oh, shit.
What say you?
Let's.
Damn it, it's hard, and it's not a freebie every day. And I wasn't.
Hey, maybe I'll do great.
I wasn't on point. Today is his day. We played his song. He looks fantastic. Daniel Montecore Balis, #1.
Yes.
Today's #1 contributor on the Today Show rankings.
Don't get used to it.
#2, isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Quit it out, Matadan. #2.
Oh, Madigan got 2?
Congratulations.
Last on the podium, delivering the mail, busting out of jail, running laps around him like Dale. It's me, Big Shale.
The Fonz got the bronze.
I finished in 3rd. #4, my mom, Vita. Thanks for showing up today, Mom.
Yay.
We love you. #5, Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez. Congratulations from all of us at Cirque du Sirois on your recent
I can't get Vida.
nuptials.
I was going to see if my camera would
Congratulations on your wedding.
We'll get Mom to come out on cam real quick.
#6, Shabuzi. Thank you.
There's the top of her head.
Damn it.
Mom, poke your head up. Hey!
Hi, Mom.
There she is. #6, Shabuzi. #7, it's John Cena, the last real champion.
He wasn't even mentioned in the entire effing show.
Thank you,
I was
John.
the host.
He's that
I
important.
was here.
Thank you.
Gosh, he's here. You just can't see him.
The last real champion,
Fair.
John
And
Cena.
walked right into that one.
And #8, it's Cash Roy. Thanks for participating in the show today.
Well done.
Ooh, you only got 8th this time.
Yeah,
You're
moving
top
on up.
10.
Moving on
top
up.
10. Top
10.
10. Go,
Top
Cash.
10.
Top 10.
Love you, Cash. Enjoy your vacation, for real. Thank you. We'll see you on Tuesday. We're going to have Kevin Turner in with us on Thursday, and let's have more fun then. What say you, yeah?
Can we leave with 20 seconds of Danny?
Fucking A. It's him.
You know what? Let's do this. We went to see check in on a very popular Twitter account today.
Oh.
We were wondering how things are going over there. And much to our surprise and chagrin, we learned that we were blocked.
What?
Very important, famous account. And here's the proof.
Oof.
Ouch.
Well, we support everybody else out
Double
there.
blocked.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wait. Double blocked? Yeah. That's a sad one.
We'll see you Thursday.
Bloody Gulch.
白米より塗り目したろこの野郎。
Baseball.
Say